All right. Wait, the match arena's kind of cooking already. That's wild.
Bro, starting off strong. You love to see it.
Who was that?
All right,
Dro? Let's go, Dro.
Dang, you look at that number. My man's just had like some funds sitting in his account that he forgot about.
Yeah, he's just been collecting them slowly over time. Thank you for basically pushing us to top 4 payout. 80% of the way to top 4 payout before everything even starts. Good stuff. Thank you so much.
You know we love to see it. Hi, everybody. Good evening.
How is everybody doing?
Oh. Listen, for some of our West Coast boys, it is still technically the afternoon.
That's true.
5 o'clock is God's hour. You can't fool me. I know better.
Oh, no. My commands died. Give me one quick second, chat. I don't know why my bot commands died. I got to restart it, and then we'll get going so I have all the match commands. But in the meantime, you already know the full... we got the donation, but we still have tons of codes left. So if you have not used them yet, please, please, please use the codes. It helps a lot. A little bit goes a long way. If you click the link in chat, it'll take you to the page I already showed you a second ago with that blue claim code button. All you got to do is click it. We'll log in first and then click it. And then you'll put 25 free cents into the pot. It might not seem like much, but it really does add up. We do have stretch goals. So for those of you who don't know, this is your first time tuning in. You, at 150, top 4 gets paid out. At 320, top 6. At 660, top 8.
And like always, I'm doing my part. But, so on top of that, we do have the same sponsor request. We have Breakout. Now we have Bull Moose.
Yep.
Couple of different options here we've got. You can subscribe to Between the Bins on YouTube and get a free 35 cents into the pot. Then, like always, we have like the visit links, the email submissions, and all that good stuff. But just go ahead and claim my
claiming your
code.
Let's go.
I'm doing my part.
All right. Come on. Sorry, the bot's taking a second. It's just going to make it's gonna make the long-term running of the bot significantly easier. So bear with me for just 1 second, and we will get going.
You know how it is.
All right. You know what? I'm going to kick everything off and just do it in the background. That's always how it goes, right? That's...
Brother, we are always on some form of fuck it, we'll do it live, so I get it.
Oh, man. I checked it before Bracket 2. They were live 5 minutes ago. They're not live now. I don't know what happens. I gotta find a new host for the bot, I think.
I need the Callisto Godzilla pick where it's like a perfectly functional streaming rig. And then a picture of Godzilla and it just says Windows Update.
Dude, I got an OBS update pitched to me right before everything started, and I decided not to not touch it, to be honest. I was like, this sounds atrocious, and I'm not gonna put myself through that.
Oh, I think I found out why Lennox won't be joining us today. Happy birthday, Lennox.
It is. Happy birthday, Lennox.
Like, we had like a brief moment of like, is Lennox showing up tonight? And then absolutely no, he is not. My guy has been in like nonstop party vibes this entire time.
He's enjoying his birthday.
As he should. Like, working on your birthday is lame.
All right. So who are we going to get off? BlazingCharmeleon and RedMageSusie. Let's go.
Now, I'm not saying that like I've got a little bit of know-how on this match.
But
I'm not saying that like I have some insight. But I ran a pretty long set with Susie last night using my Vira. So I think she's ready for it.
Let's go.
I think like I taught her how to fight Sloptimal. She's gonna get this.
I'm very excited. Watching Susie improve over like the last few months has been sick. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Say I only bring this up because they're roommates, but like her and Reina,
Oh really?
Tabby have had like a pretty similar arc with as each other, like both just kind of working their way up through the beginner intermediate. Rest in peace. But
we got one more. It's on the calendar. We are going to be gone next week. Not next week. Yeah, pretty much all of next week. So it's not going to happen next Sunday. It's going to happen like the preceding one. The one right before Combo Breaker, pretty much.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Awesome. I don't have to take a bunch of recording equipment to Tennessee. Hell yes. I'm so excited. I was like, 'cause I have to leave on Saturday, and I was like, man, I really like. I want to work that if I'm allowed, but I don't want to pack like
mixer
and all this shit.
I understand.
Put all this stuff in there, like, good lord.
All right.
I'm trying to like get in and out of Tennessee with as little stuff in my bag as possible.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, chat. Let me know how the sound is. If I got to turn it up.
Nah, Dro, the tournament just started.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
So BlazingCharmeleon just immediately starting out with the EX Scarlet Oath. You see them usually take a pretty aggressive round start from this, so seeing that isn't completely unprecedented, I'm just kind of curious what the plan is.
Oh, mashing out from Susie. Let's go.
Catches the counter hit 2M. Unfortunately, no follow-up on of it. Charmeleon kind of just at a standstill right now. Susie's got a little bit of damage, but I think it's just really kind of that opening scramble went in Charmeleon's way pretty aggressively.
Yeah,
and now,
nice
like, Susie's been playing.
reaction.
Yeah, I think that was in that situation. It was just kind of a lot of damage really early on. We haven't seen Charmeleon really like open Susie up that way since then. I say immediately when that happened. Let's rip. That's not going to be safe. Unfortunately, probably wanted to go for the proper 236H linker on that one. Didn't find it due to the way the game parses inputs. But Susie, not looking too bad that round. I think like we had that one interaction go pretty astray very early on, and then just kind of like small bits and pieces until the whiff came.
Yeah, I do think you're right that it was just the kind of like the initial damage at the get-go, and it just like built up, and it was a lot of fighting just to get back.
Susie looking out for the command throw. Fortunately, doesn't get the full follow-up in the corner, but still has the corner control, or did. Blocked the jump in, got thrown for a trouble, and now Susie having to work to keep that corner. This is where she wants to be.
Oh, overdrive, get off me. Oh, that was kind of nasty. I like that. Lock Susie down so she can't walk backwards.
Oh, I think it's going to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, Susie finding the hit on spot dodge. Lets the easy input super roof and closes out the second round. This is what I was wanting to see. It's like I said, that first game we saw, Charmeleon got just like a really aggressive opener and found like some damage early on, but maybe seeing shades of it, immediately went for it. But Susie calling out the fake Luminera setup with the mash out and resetting the screen control, now has Charmeleon cornered exactly where she wants it.
Yeah, this is a massive turnaround from the first round.
Absolutely. And we even, like, not only that, it's also kind of, funny enough, like a little bit of a mirror, because we saw Charmeleon immediately start with the round. Like, immediately just let that round start and Scarlet Oath go. But this time wasn't able to find near the success, but finally has the install, so playing in a much different position than it was. Oh, good use of the OD to counter install there. Unfortunately, gets hit with the dashing low. All right, come on. I need a Callisto from someone.
It's coming. I believe we'll get the Callisto.
We'll get it. Unfortunately, it wasn't here. But yeah, so that was the very first game one. I think the big thing is like we saw Susie come alive, especially in like the tail end of that. But I think it just at a certain point, like one of the big things that Charmeleon has gotten a lot of mileage out of in this set is just getting a pretty large hit running with it. And every time that like Susie lost a little bit of control, we saw like really aggressive kind of push from Charmeleon, and then once that hit, but that scramble and like that little bit of spaghetti afterwards usually went like his favor.
Yeah.
But playing a little bit of a different game now. Susie trying to immediately get us close to the corner. Unfortunately, doesn't catch the jump out. Now has to be really careful because we've seen Charmeleon, especially like in this corner position, get a counter hit or line up for a command throw and just get away with it. But there it is.
Yeah. Spoke into existence. Oh, for a split second,
unfortunately.
That's a punish.
Oh, that's going to hit.
Yeah. Doesn't quite kill. Oh, nice DP from Susie. Let's go.
Yeah, let's see if Susie's ready for the medium DP. We've seen Charmeleon make good use of it to kind of just stop pressure attempts, but it doesn't even matter. Charmeleon going up to set point with the raw EX Scarlet Oath.
A little bit too far to punish.
Yeah, a bit too far to punish, but has the proper screen position. Unfortunately, isn't controlling the corner space really well. We've seen this in a lot of instances where it looks like Susie's really in a good place to kind of start running Djeeta's game plan, but Charmeleon's just able to super jump out and has got away with it multiple times.
Yeah, the overdrive again.
Every time we see Susie get like just a little bit of control, Charmeleon usually kind of goes for a bust out option or just...
That had to have been like a walk-up fireball, like a little shimmer.
Yeah, most likely. So the way this game's input buffer parses is that when you're moving forward, you have to do a half circle motion to get a proper fireball. Otherwise, it interrupts your motion.
Yeah. Oh, that did kill. Let's go. I always forget how much the last part does, even with an easy input.
Yeah, which at that point, like, I understand Susie's rationale on just kind of going ahead and going for the easy input there. Don't even bother with a potential miss input. Just close it out and let, you know, sort it out after.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Susie making really good use of just the normal Rekka, kind of like using it as a space control tool. We've not seen Charmeleon in a position to really kind of combat or deal around it, but
yeah,
still now has that early position.
Get the knockdown. Yeah, has to overdrive.
Yeah, with the amount of chip out that Vira can do and just the amount of chips that she already has on deck, you kind of have to. But chip not even going to turn out to be a factor. BlazingCharmeleon goes for the counter poke out, finds the counter hit, and closes it out with the 2L2M blink.
Yeah.
Oh, and I say that, and now I'm losing. It's exploding.
What's exploding?
I wasn't able to even. The stream just died. Quality died.
Oh, odd.
I don't know what's going on the viewer side. It's just the Discord screen share.
I will check up on it in 1 second.
Yeah. It's like viewable now. It's just kind of deep fried.
Sometimes Discord does that.
Yeah.
And it forces me to restart it.
Bit of an unfortunate situation.
I'm assuming that's better. You had to refresh?
Yeah, I
wonder, you know, I'll try. That's another day. That's future Imp's problem.
That's
Troubleshooting
like,
that.
That's like post combo breaker Imp's problem.
Yeah, pretty much. But good stuff. So, BlazingCharmeleon's reward is Umbi in round 2.
Interesting styles clash on that one. I think like when you think about those two play styles, BlazingCharmeleon is like hyper aggressive, usually swinging pretty heavily early on. Whereas Umbi's a little bit more of like a controlled chaos. She's really good at kind of forcing you to play at a specific rhythm and play at a tempo, right up until she just runs up and does the universal overhead to close out a game.
That's true.
She loves it, man.
She does love it. I mean, it does so much damage, right?
Oh yeah,
I would love it too. The dopamine rush of seeing them just explode in the corner after you get that counter hit overhead.
It's like one of the few reasons that you could say it's even worth to play Catalina. Is like every now and then you hit someone for 8K and it's just a vibe. Going on to our next game, we're going to be doing Midwest Zone MasterChipmonk, rocking the 6 versus YoshiFTW out of Pacific Northwest. At least I think that's where he's from. I'm sorry if he's not. Or sorry, I
can't remember where Yoshi is from as well.
I feel like me saying, yeah, they're from the Pacific Northwest. It's just like, fine, it's safe. There's like a billion of y'all. But speaking of safe, MasterChipmonk getting the charge fireball to get in on YoshiFTW.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of safe, you can tell that Yoshi is a Honkai enthusiast based off the username.
You know, I'm really trying not to get out of here for playing the Honky Star Ray.
Big counter hit.
Yeah, it doesn't. It goes for the regular mashup. Well, I wasn't confident you get through the close 5H there for a lot of damage, but it doesn't matter. Chipmunk's still sitting good, unfortunately. Gets mashed out on, now sitting mid-screen. No follow-up on the head, but I think YoshiFTW may have wanted to go for like a command throw or something there and just didn't get it. And so Chipmunk was able to really like find a way out and close out that round. But YoshiFTW poking in there, making use of the light headbutt, gets baited on the... Finds the scoop.
That's a ton of damage. Oh my god, that was a grip.
Yeah, not normal input in SPD is 2,500 damage, and out of like most characters having 10k, so it's and then EX is 3 or is 30%, so it's a big number if you get hit. So one thing I'm noticing about MasterChipmonk right now is like really making good use of just kind of different Rekka timings and strings to see exactly what YoshiFTW is confident dealing with. Unfortunately, he doesn't find the good punish there, but still has corner control.
Just trying to mash out. Chipmunk is gonna go right over them. Low crush cash out. Is not gonna kill, but not a great situation for Yoshi. Definitely gonna be in, I think, throw range at this point.
Yeah, has to be really careful at this point. Goes for the raw button into the lariat, finds the parry for troubles. So MasterChipmonk, noticing the fake setup, mashes out, taking the first game.
I do really like Yoshi's spot dodges into the SPD. They bring me a great joy.
Oh yeah, there's like a certain darkness to it. I'm here for it. It's that and like getting that backshift SPD. Those are the dope lead tricks. But not going for the cooldown cycling route. Chipmonk trying to go ahead and circle cooldowns a little bit with throw. Doesn't find it, but finds the hit in the EX Rekka. Now going for the corner.
Take out with the dive. Chip's slowly starting to add up.
Finally starting to layer the 8x options into this mix. Very good kind of awareness from Chip. Yeah, finds the hit into the super.
Yeah, Yoshi kind of like not really able to do anything that round. Just jailed on the East Coast.
And that's the big thing about this matchup that I think is really kind of important to understand as Ladiva. Like, you really kind of have to. You're doing a lot of RPSing along with 6. He does have options that make it really like he does have a lot of save options where he can just kind of dash in and out. But traditionally, they do eventually move him back into the corner, and like you kind of want to wait till EX parries off the table. But once you get that hit, like it's just you can kill him within that time frame before he gets it back.
Okay. Nice sweep.
Goes for the empty command throw, unfortunately. Finds the OD for it. Gets the cross up.
OD now on the table for Ladiva as well.
Chipmonk has to be careful though. The wrong meaty is going to get hit by SBA or SSBA, but doesn't matter. Finds the stray hit off the far L, converts into 6 call, closes it out. Master Chipmonk taking it 2-0.
Who does Chipmonk go on?
That's right. Chipmonk normally
SenpaiSpyder,
plays.
Godspeed.
Oh yeah, whoops, Godspeed, buddy. Have fun.
I'm pretty sure once you hit round 2, you're gonna hit an OD Metera.
Yeah, it's just the vibes.
Yeah, I don't think you can avoid it, to be honest.
Yeah, those are just the tournament vibes, unfortunately. Like, that's the American meta. Is like you got to be ready to play Metera in round 2. It's gonna happen to you.
I think Tree's running his Metera bracket tomorrow, if I remember right.
Oh yeah, no, I already I'm not entering that. I'm not playing any of that. I'm gonna sit my ass on my couch and like just let the illest stuff rip and watch how that goes.
I'm gonna be en route to that wedding, but I'm probably gonna tune in as well. I lurk in Tree's streams a lot. I'm a big lurker when it comes to Discord. I do lots of lurking, but very little chatting.
Yeah, I'm not a big stream person. Like, even when I was competing and stuff, I usually just had like wrestling on in the background or music. I don't like, I don't know. When I got eliminated, that's when the chat shit posting happened. But otherwise, like, I was just kind of in the zone.
Speaking of the zone, let me check in on the match right now. 28 codes left. If you haven't already, please click the link. Visit this page. Click that blue claim code button in the upper right-hand side. It'll put 25 free cents into the pot. We also, as you can see on the right-hand side, have a ton of sponsor requests. We got Text Now, we got Bull Moose, Matcherino, Breakout Games, a bunch of them, and they all just put free money into the pot and are super easy to do. You can fill out a survey, you can like or follow. Oh, or you could be Lennox and put $100 into the pot on your birthday. Thank you, Lennox.
Happy birthday, Lennox.
Happy birthday, Lennox. You know, I'm going to say that's confidence. Lennox thinks he's going to win it back. But yeah, now I guess we're in spitting distance of top 6 payout. Let's go.
Lennox, like, out here, man, working his birthday when he doesn't even have to. What a bum. Killing me softly. But yes. Thank you, Lennox. Thank you for your contribution. Happy birthday. Speaking of happy birthdays, got a good set on stream now.
We do. Once they get in here, I'm going to give it a quick second as well. I feel like Optimum might be doing Optimum things today.
You know, that's a good idea. While you do that, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Just keep the brain, the throat working.
Yeah, give me a second. I don't know why it's been fine, and then it all of a sudden decided to start acting up. So give me a quick second. I think Dro just joined the room. We'll get Shuaboo in a second, and then we should be good to go. I don't know. That seemed plenty coherent to me in the chat, Lennox. Plenty coherent. Oh, did we get
back?
All right, Grow and Shuaboo. Let's go.
I got my monster. I got my water. Trying to keep that Nancy Reagan throat growth status by the end of the night.
Oh no. Your confident Lance players get better when they drink. It's entirely possible. Listen, Dro, if you win, if you beat Shuaboo, you'll be playing said Lance player next.
I'll find out.
But yeah, you guys are good to start.
Umbi already showing up, ready to do the push-ups.
I'll give him the start again. The cheer sticker.
You know, I don't think they're taking the hint.
They are. They're
going
for it.
We're good. We're good. Like, I was being, like, mildly funny about it.
Wait, Shuaboo on Ferry? Let's go.
Oh, no. We let that man stay in Japan for too long.
Dude, Ferry is sick, and I wish more people played her. I think she's very, very
cool. I'm 100% allowed to be giga mad about Ferry. Like, for the first year of this game, Chicago was like nothing but Ferry players.
I believe it.
I will never forgive.
She's got that DP. She's got that those awesome setups with the oh, let's go. The GG out there, hit him with the JL.
So, you know, I have a sneaking suspicion. I know how Shuaboo is going to be running Ferry in this one. It's something that I've been learning a lot through the footage that he sent. Both the footage that he sent Marvin and having to play Marvin. Shuaboo spent a lot of time with a couple of the Japanese Ferry players learning, basically like learning a new playstyle for his character that I think is interesting once in motion.
Okay.
So the big thing about it is it really reverses how Ferry is played. Like a lot of your block strings and a lot of your general kind of play style is built solely around like hitting shit to build a whole lot of meter. Because once Ferry gets 50 meter, she can do she can set up like a block string setup into a GG that you can't roll or like it.
Oh, I see.
It basically like full block strings using a GG setup that you have to guess right on, and it's so nasty.
Yeah, I mean, 50-50s are pretty nasty in any game. Even more so in, I think, Granblue, I feel like.
Oh, like the true nasty 50-50s are like Ferry and Zoe, where they just put a bunch of stuff on screen and it's like, you have to guess correctly.
Yeah. Although, Dro seems to be doing quite well in the matchup overall. Shuaboo having a little bit of trouble escaping the corner. But the second I say that, gets flipped.
Yeah, I mean, it's the commentator's curse, man. We've got them both tonight, but Shuaboo is slowly kind of managing to keep the pace really well, using Ferry normals just to play keep out. But finds the hit and gets the knockdown.
JL, let's go. Immediate
into
cash out into the bomb.
Doesn't get the full follow-up, but now has the corner. Controls space really well, finds the bait. Unfortunately, not close enough to get a follow-up on it, but still sitting pretty. Dro has to be really careful. Doesn't have to worry about chip up, but one guess wrong on an option there. It's over.
Yeah, that
like
was
I said,
really nice using the 5U just for in and off push out for a whip punish.
Oh, good call out on the Scarlet O's. Neutral jump into the knockdown. Shuaboo starting to find control of the screen again.
One thing I think Dro needs to be aware of as well is Shuaboo is doing a lot of dropping GG and then immediately DPing to call out a jump. We saw Dro finally get clipped by it, but I do think it's kind of rough, right? Like for the few frames, it's a wall and you kind of have to hold it.
Yeah, it's such a nasty setup, and it's something that like you can find the right spacing and try to blow it up, but anything where you are like a second wrong, you're just eating something into a GG setup and you don't want to play around with it.
You know what we haven't seen yet from Dro, which we normally see a lot of? Command grab.
No, he's gone for it already and just gotten back shifted out of it. Well, speaking of the devil, find it. Now, has Luminera, finds the overhead. Dro taking the first game against Shuaboo.
Yeah, I'm curious if we're gonna. Nope, Shuaboo immediate rematch. I understand. You want to learn the character. Makes the most sense. Bro taking effect this time.
Yeah. After that was a really close game, and like even though Dro came out, I would still take a second to like breathe and make sure you understand why things went your way and how to reproduce them.
Yeah, that's also very important too. I think a lot of people, when they win, they're just like, yeah, I got this, and then smash rematch, but they don't necessarily go through the same critical thinking process they do after dropping a game.
Yeah, it goes both ways. That's kind of the important thing to remember too, is like You can do really well and still need a minute to like breathe, especially depending on how stressful that set was. But not giving anyone a moment
Oh my
to breathe.
god, Dro, these
has
DPs!
Shuaboo in the corner.
Oh my god. The aggressive OD into straight chip, yeah. That was pretty much checkmate at that point.
Battle 2, engage.
Dro playing this really well today, making some good adjustments in this play. I do like the use of Luminera here, kind of like making it so that GG isn't as necessarily like a free option or like or something that necessarily controls as much of the screen space.
Yeah. Oh, nice JU.
Oh, that was a deep JU too. It's gonna hurt. It's the full combo, putting everything back to full screen. Ooh, man, that's really good.
Flash. Thought we were gonna see a DP there for sure.
Unfortunately, doesn't get the counter hit there, so the follow-up whip hit doesn't connect. Shuaboo still sitting very pretty on life, but manages to dodge the EX Scarlet O, but gets hit by the counter hit, or gets hit into the command throw. I'm sorry, I forgot what was going on. There's a lot of things going on there.
Phenomenal jump in. That was awesome. Wow. Neutral skip. Let's go.
Battle 3.
Shuaboo's conversions feel very clean. He's struggling a little bit pressure-wise when Dro actually gets in, but the actual conversions once he gets going are very clean overall. Nice advancing spot dodge from Dro.
Starting to control the corner situation really well here. Managing to like place a lot of really good spacing and like making a lot of use of the far end to keep Dro from really kind of getting the offense started. This is the thing about Vira that I was like curious to see how long it would take for Shuaboo to really get in there too. Because at a certain point, like Vira does struggle hard against specific zoning characters, and Ferry has the tools to play that keep out.
1-1.
Shuaboo starting to bring it back. I think the big thing that we saw here is like Shuaboo was in a little bit more control in terms of like controlling the pace and just actually holding everything down. Whereas during that first game, like Dro, it wasn't. I don't think that Dro was like overly aggressive in controlling everything, but still managed just to play like really clean and find the hits where they matter.
I went back to the room. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm being Soulrobba just doing push-ups.
It's the Granblue etiquette.
Is that the etiquette?
I think so.
I feel like
It's just like good. It's
Umbi
just
and
good
Rowlet are
vibes.
the two that I remember doing it the most.
Yeah, it's just good vibes. And that's what we need for these events.
True.
Ferry versus Vira.
For a split second, I thought we were going to see a different character.
Yeah, I was like, what's the switch here? Because I know Dro has played a little bit of Katalina, and Katalina does fairly well in this matchup.
Engage.
But sticking with the Vira, I think just taking a little. I think at the bare minimum, taking a little bit of time to really get out of just how rough that is. So, like, just take a moment to get away from how rough that second game was. Just recoup yourself because he was like Dro was sitting on like match point.
Yeah.
So.
Shuaboo's swing-ins are starting to like really be on point. Skipping through a lot of like illuminating areas and everything, just kind of crowding the screen.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Ferry's air mobility is just ridiculous on the whole. Not only does she have like the dive kick, which
is extremely easy to make plus. She also has like the spider swing and then can do the dive kick from that. Just really good awareness of how to use Ferry's aerial options to control that screen space and just make sure that Dro isn't able to really like convert or hit buttons from a specific area. Then when he does eventually go for like the bad anti-air, you can mess around with the timing, or you can try to bait the DP in a certain way that just creates that opening for you.
Yeah. One thing I also really appreciate from the way Shuaboo is playing is he's completely okay just harassing Bro from the corner. Like, doesn't feel the need to try and close the distance. Oh my god, wait, look at the time as well. 10 seconds left.
Yeah, gonna need to make some important decisions now here. Dro making the decision to run.
Absolutely. 3 seconds? Just run, just don't get hit.
Time's up.
Can't chip because he's in OD.
Battle
Absolutely.
2.
Excellent series of decisions from Dro. Realized very quickly they had the life lead and then just bolted. Did not even try to close it out, which I think is that's a really good decision when we don't see a whole lot outside of like the zoner players. Sometimes when you have that full recovery and like you think you can just close everything out, run. Like don't risk it, don't try to get hit, just play that keep away game until it either closes out or you can't.
Oh. Wow, okay.
Yeah,
that is a button. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Shoto Far Age getting that nasty in here. Unfortunately, doesn't find a confirm off of it, but Dro still has the corner. Only really needs one good touch to close this out.
Yeah, and content to play pretty lame at this point. I mean, there's plenty of time.
But gets the jump in.
Massive,
Plays slow after it. Doesn't follow up. But now, back to the wall. Having to deal with the mix. Dro's in a bad place. Finds the plus range with 2-1-4 him.
Yeah, a little bit too far for a punish.
Dro perfectly willing to take this to time again. 24 more seconds on the clock.
Oh.
Gets the knockdown. Dro has to be careful.
Yeah, I gotta hold GG. Oh, but look at the time! Shuaboo
Gets
has
the
to
pop
open
out.
up.
Put Luminaire on the screen. Don't even deal with it. Finds the hit. Run. Don't even engage. Just
Yeah, it's
let time
impossible.
run out.
That was the longest 1 second at the end I've ever seen.
Yeah, oh my god. Dro, excellent upset tonight. Sending Shuaboo to losers.
Damn, good stuff. I did not expect to see the Ferry, to be honest.
Yeah, Shuaboo trying, like, one of the things we see is, like, when Shuaboo shows up, very willing to just kind of try some new ideas or run, like, different characters. And then, you know, once that loser's bracket happens or it looks like, you know, he has to turn it up a little bit, we'll bring out one of the main characters. So, just good vibes all around tonight.
Yeah. Damn, so Dro is going to go on to face Lennox? Let's go. I'm here for it.
Oh, that's going to be toxic.
I'm curious to see how Lennox Unrestrained plays.
Oh, dude, there's darkness in that.
Unburdened.
Dang. Man, my predictions got just blown up tonight. Good lord.
I feel like most people's predictions.
Not even just with
probably.
not even just with like Shuaboo there. Like I thought, so like the ones I picked for this one were 28 and 29, which I originally thought was going to be versus Rice Boy.
Wait, so Lennox beat Focus, beat Nekotech, and is now facing Dro. Damn, wait, Lennox kind of on a tear right now. Holy shit.
Linux really like rolling up to this bracket with just like 2 white cups and I got that drink.
Metera versus Eustace.
Rickster on Metera?
Hang on a second. This is not.
This
Young
is...
Sword.
Yeah.
We got Hornswoggled. I wanted Soriz.
That's what I thought we were going to get as well. But Rickster
Yeah.
did say in chat if round 2 is Metera rounds, that they would play Metera.
I don't like this. I did not sign up for this chicane.
Listen, we could see a character swap, or we could see Rickster cook.
Oh god, I don't know which is better.
This is... Damn. I think that was the like truest zoning war I've seen watching Granblue.
Yeah, has the corner now. Controlling the screen space really well.
Oh, wow! Nice anti-air. For a second, I thought Blue was going to get counter hit.
It doesn't even matter. Finds a hit now. Has the corner. Blue opens, gets the universal overhead, detonates the grenade, and closes the round out.
Nice throw attack.
Now using... So, that's the big thing about the Eustace fast charge laser shot, is it has really high pierce, just the same way that Metera's shots do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just, you see it there just cutting through projectiles. Like, Eustace has some really good kind of out. I wouldn't necessarily say that he's like super great at zoning. He's got like all of his tools make it so he's a mid-screen pressure, which is really strong.
Yeah.
But he does have like really good zoning options that do mess around with some Metera's options.
Great run under from Blue.
Yeah, putting up the fake grenade now has the corner control. What's the mix?
Rickster in overdrive, but any like hit will just immediately end it.
Yeah, not a great position.
There it is. Yeah, no, Eustace can just play whatever range he wants, to be honest.
Absolutely, Blue got the life lead. Rickster gonna have to overextend just a little bit to try to find the opening, putting themselves in a bad situation.
Yeah, Blue content letting time run down as well.
Yeah, perfectly content to just kind of hold corner. And now Rickster starting to get real close into chip range too. Has to make a really good decision, and Blue has every resource in the world to make it count.
Blue not like this.
Not like this!
Oh! Oh my god, Blue! No!
Oh my god!
Battle 3.
I'm so upset. Blue, what happened, baby? Come on. I'm not even mad about...
Yeah.
I'm not even mad about Metera things happening. I'm mad more so because, like, that was my boy's game and he did not close that out.
No, not at all.
But taking that, like, man, it's like I took that personally. Starting to hit the nasty mix in the corner. Blue laying on the pressure, finding really good opportunities there. Rickster not playing really well against the corner pressure here.
It's rough, and I'm curious at how comfortable Rickster is with Metera's tools in the corner, like in that situation.
Yeah, when he was able to kind of move around and like actually use some of the zoning options, he had like a lot more success. But unfortunately, he didn't find it there.
I think we're gonna see the Soriz.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see the Soriz too. Like, this is a top 8, or no, this is not a top 8 qualifier. Never mind, I'm out of my mind. This is top 16 qualifier.
Yeah, the winner of this goes on to face SenpaiSpyder.
Soriz versus Eustace.
Oh, here we go. It's time for Grandpa.
Yeah, I can't believe we've had so many timeouts tonight.
It's just a goofy. This is a curse bracket. We started off with like some, like where we were, and now it's just gonna get funny.
See, people's calling timeouts cursed. Meanwhile, in uni, everyone's screaming.
Brother, you gotta be built different for under 9.
That's
Sorry.
true.
That's like that's a sicko's game. Speaking of sicko's games, Rickster goes to the confirm, doesn't find it now. Push back mid-screen, doesn't care about your tick pressure. Jabs out and
That
finds a
was
236H.
We went from a timeout to like a 20-second round.
Yeah, there we are gaming now. Time to find out just how much Blue has played this matchup. Or maybe not. Finds the anti-air, takes us back mid-screen. Blue's in the pilot seat again.
Oh wow, Rickster just mashing.
Yeah, Rickster is not respecting any of this pressure from Bloo, and unfortunately it is costing, because every single time we see Rickster get a bust out, it is for a lot. Dang, Bloo with the spiral combos, god damn. Finds the combo limit, unfortunately doesn't close it out. Bloo looking nice in the streets. But both players have to be careful. A single hit confirm into his super is all it's going to take to beat him.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Yeah, Rickster unfortunately not finding what he needs. Did he mash afterwards?
No.
Did he?
Does that punish? It does.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, I was like, hang on. Rickster taking a quick game too. Looking a little dire there, but Bloo still sitting up one. Can easily clutch this back out, but needs to make some minor adjustments.
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
This is the thing too, man, like both these characters explode pretty hard, so it's gonna be really interesting to see just kind of what adjustments are gonna be made in what time, especially like Soriz gets like a counter hit 2-2-A or 2-2-M. That's 80% of your life right there. Oh, Bob goes for the throw. Rickster with the wake up universal overhead finds the counter hit.
There we go. Oh, almost. We haven't quite seen a 5U connect yet.
Doesn't matter though. Still building those muscle stocks. Rickster has all 5. Next knockdown he gets, or anything just setting up into the SSBA, means he's basically going to get back 40% of his life bar. Doesn't need it either.
Oh my
Finds
God.
the far H into the 214H. Rickster sitting on match point.
Battle 2. Engage.
There you go, finally 5U hits. Rickster busting out of grenade pressure, not holding this.
I like the way Rickster too has like established the meaty so much that literally just ran Blue a bit to the corner instead of taking immediate.
Yeah, we're seeing, one thing we're seeing right now too, Rickster making really good use of just kind of far buttons to take Blue corner to corner on some of these block strings, but finds a bad, smells out a bad single button hit confirm into the SBA. Rickster looking really good. Manages to find the far L into the 214H to close out the set. Rickster with an explosive 2-1.
Yeah, that was
So you see it right here, just layering on cooldowns. The 214 or the 236M is plus on block, but Blue mashes out. Unfortunately, doesn't find the right hit, confirms into the DP, and then just gets lit up.
Yeah, that was
Put into a guess for game situation and just did not guess correctly.
Damn. You know, Rickster said no more timeouts. I'm done with it. I'm gonna bust out the Saurus and
we're
speed things up.
I don't know what this game's done slow bullshit is. We're here to cook.
Speaking of cook, I think our next match is gonna be pretty spicy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Umbi versus Soulrobba. I cannot imagine this going to time.
It's like I said earlier, man. My bracket just got blown up because I was wholly expecting like these two slots. I was expecting Umbi, Rice Boy, and Lennox, Shuaboo. So just all around like excellent show of haters. And I'm getting my match off stream. Shuaboo versus Nekotech and losers. Unfortunate.
Ferry Metera? I'm trying to remember the last time I've seen that. It's been a minute.
Nah, Blue, don't start that. It's too early. It's too early in the night for that. Just cooking losers. You got this.
100%.
Yeah, just cook.
Versus Charlotta.
Just be built different.
Also, Blue, if that's how your outlook on it, I don't even want to know what you think when you see me mash in this game.
Damn, this TO thinks he can cook.
Oh man, this is kind of a classic to some degree. We saw them play a bunch at the beginning of the beginner brackets.
Yeah,
Umbi breaking out pretty quick. And breaking out with that DP. Now has the corner control. Finds the thrust. Sitting exactly where she wants to be. But
Nice
Soulrobba burning meter in every cooldown to stay plus and stay forward. Not wanting to sit in that corner.
Oh my god, the anti-air not quite far enough for the wall bounce.
Yeah, nice little delay to get the proper conversion off of the 214H from the Umbi, but now has the corner. Soulrobba trying to bust out, unfortunately finding pokes for his trouble. Oh, doesn't find the correct hit. These two just slopping it out.
Oh, the overhead?
Umbi in a guess her game situation, not where she wants to be.
No, chip close for Umbi. Phenomenal spot dodge.
Yo. So glad we didn't get the full animation for that. I didn't think it would, but you know, every now and then this game just likes to inflict a little suffering on you. But, may need to restart the stream for me. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties.
Yeah, let me get that for you real quick.
I'm back in and really Umbi single button into the SFDA.
I think your mic is a little bit full.
One night to another. I must say your
Which is
sword
funny
play
because it's
commands respect.
literally in my mouth. So,
I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the opposite.
is it? Am I good now?
Yeah, you're perfect now.
Victory.
Ah, excellent, excellent. Speaking of excellence, Umbi taking a quick first game against Soulrobba. Fortunately, one of the things we've seen that I think is really important in this match is like when it comes to getting like spare trades, Umbi is one out on a lot of them, and her damage output is just a lot higher than Soulrobba's. When Soulrobba gets going, he puts a lot of damage on the board, but unfortunately, it's just these small skirmishes just don't go his way, and Umbi doesn't capitalize. Like right now, just took a big grip of damage. And Umbi finds it, closing out the round.
Embrace the code. Blaze the flag.
Down.
I can't afford.
Battle 2. Engage.
I've got you. Not bad.
Oh, nice counter hit.
Good mash out from Soulrobba, starting to retake some of the corner screen. Using Rush really aggressively, trying to just kind of... We see Umbi use the light wall to back up a little bit when she does her pressure. Soulrobba making really good use of kind of forward moving specials and the Rush to stop her from getting away with that, but gets hit with the jump U on the way down. No real follow-up from Umbi, but still sitting pretty good with the life steal.
I've got you. I've got you.
Oh, nice.
That's dead.
Yeah, that's super dead. I'm gonna clinch it out 2-0.
Taking a 2-0. Gonna be moving on to fight Axenstar in top 8.
Charlotta. From
Which, speaking of, as I said, we will be having Axenstar in the top 8. On the other side of the bracket, SenpaiSpyder taking 2-0 over Rickster will be playing the winner of Dro and Lennox. But back to the match at hand, we saw it right here. Umbi just managed to get the stray button into the 214H, close it out with just a grip of damage.
Damn. Oh, Umbi Axenstar? That's going to be a fun one. I feel like we've seen it a couple times. Did you say you wanted to hop in the room?
Yeah, I'm going to switch over real
Yeah.
quick. Give me just a second.
No problem. While we do that, I am going to remind people that we have a Matcherino for this evening. We got 24 codes left, and the pot is already 71% of the way to top 6 payout. So if you haven't already, please click the link in chat. It'll take you to the page you see on your screen right now. If you click that blue claim code button in the upper right-hand side, you will put 25 free cents into the pot. And yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up. And every cent gets us a little bit closer to that top 6 payout. We got the stretch goals. We blasted past top 4 payout at 150. At 320, top 6 will get paid out. So if you want to pay out a good percentage of tonight's gamers, please claim the codes, do some of the sponsor quests right under them. And if you're able to, consider making a donation. I see Dro and Lennox both just freaking carrying the pot right now.
What's the room password?
WASD.
All lowercase, right?
Yeah, all lowercase.
Okay, thank you.
Also, I learned today that while Task Manager is open, my hotkeys don't work.
Oh.
Which is a fun thing. Like, if you have Task Manager open and you're clicked into it, they just don't work. Oop.
Huh. Okay.
But let me at our next gamers. We're going to have Dro versus Lennox.
Wait. Wrong thing there. As much as I would like to piece Linux up on his birthday, not gonna be happening tonight.
All right. So we're going to see the Lancelot from Lennox for sure. And I'm assuming Vira from Dro.
Brother, you don't want this smoke. Yeah, that's right. Dro just saved you from this ass whooping. Oh, Lord. That's what I thought.
Lancelot versus Vira.
So, I've actually not seen this matchup before. I'm really curious just to see I'm curious to see how both these players play this. Like, I have an idea for... I have an idea for Lance, but Vira just kind of... What's the sauce here? How does this work? Or it may not even matter. Lennox, get in the corner. Now has the knockdown.
What's the mix? Goes for the high. Dro seems fairly comfortable actually blocking all the Lancelot mix. Straight into the command grab.
Finds the hit. Now, goes to call out the turbulence. Dro holding the corner pressure down really well, but counter rush from Lennox. Gets out, now has mid-screen, but he doesn't space the Gorilla Blade well. Gets pushed right back. Oh, goes for the MVP. Dro playing it.
Strain to throw again.
This might be Dro's best showing we've seen from him, man. Like, he is playing with his heart. I love it. But making good use of it. Lennox forced to go ahead and let the turbulence rip. Unfortunately, too close to chip out at that point, so be careful. But just because he's out doesn't mean he's safe. Catches a straight 2-1-4H from Dro, taking the first round.
Battle 2, engage.
But right on the hit. Lennox just charge again, catches the 2L into a command
I was
throw.
just about to say we have honest footsies. And then we immediately get the Gorilla Blade.
Bro, you can't say footsies with Lancelot, because then like the second after they're going to do some, it's either going to be like a Gorilla Blade or you're just going to see like that 5L mash. It's so goofy. But speaking of goofy, Dro finding the really funny guy hit confirms. Unfortunately, not able to get a lot out of it, but still sitting pretty where he stands.
The rush.
Going for the fancy confirms Lennox. Showing that just because you've had 5 White Claws doesn't mean you're completely ineffectual playing.
Oh! And baits the overdrive. Let's go.
See, he heard me encouraging him.
Battle 3, engage.
Birthday boy out here hitting the funny combos. Good lord.
Oh? We have these anti-airs?
Bro, you can't jump at Lance. That 2H is super quick. It hits like the entire area above his body is a no-fly zone.
Oh, we're gonna see the throw. I can feel it.
But going for it, gets the plus frames after the universal overhead, throws again. Dro just playing nasty.
Oh, the Granblue handshake!
And gets a super
Kills.
confirm. That's
Yeah, there's no way, right? It's gotta kill. Oh my god!
No.
Come on! Come on!
Goes to the Wake Up Luminera toss, trying to set up something funny. Unfortunately, doesn't find it. Lennox, birthday boy at 30, looking to play his way into top 8.
Can learn much from your tutelage.
Damn. Winner side of top 8.
At the time,
I know, my boy's cooking.
Dragon Knights would be most welcome.
Damn, I still can't believe I didn't kill, to be honest.
I'm not. Like, I can't. Like, I saw it and I was like, ain't no way.
It had the pixel.
I know, it was great. I was like, it's just like like that sense, you know, it's like something's wrong in the force. I just felt like millions of lives shut out in an instant, brother. Like, I wouldn't get killed.
Oh man, that's fair, that's fair.
It's alright though. Like, in this instance, I can say, like, I didn't get got. He didn't buffoon me this time. But speaking of getting buffooned on, Bro, managing to find a good hit. This is straight confirmed. Unfortunately, does bounce Lennox out of the corner, but that life difference not going to do a whole lot there.
Oh.
Good defense from the corner of Dro. Manages to block out the Storm, trying to find his way back in. Letting the Scarlet Oath rip. Finds the 2U. Unfortunately, doesn't get the full confirm after it. It doesn't matter. Lennox gets the 2L into full auto combo. Cashes out the SSBA. This is it.
Oh, is this gonna kill? Yeah.
Now that one I felt good.
See, I didn't believe after the last one.
If OD hadn't been on deck, I maybe wouldn't have believed either, but this time.
Oh, that's true. That's true. The damage bonus from Overdrive.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Lennox starting to use the chase down with the 2-1-4L, but has to be real careful now, especially the Dro's got screen control, but goes for the funny mix, doesn't find the hit. But Lennox still sitting on the life lead until the command throw. Goes for the corner mix, gets straight out of his trouble. Lennox starting to lose control of this set. Has to be a little bit more careful, especially now that Vira's an install. But finds the hit on that, goes for the cash
What a
out.
reaction. Look at the damage, too.
Yeah, finally, low-tier Lancelot hitting someone like it matters. Goes for the 5U mix, finds the cross-up. Now Lennox guess for game.
Oh, that's it.
Guess wrong.
No, that actually clipped. Oh, my God.
Oh, that was caught by the last pixel of it. Hits the 2-1-4, 6-2-4M.
Yeah, Chip is going to build up here real quick with Drone Overdrive.
Yeah, Lennox has to be fall. Any straight hit, it's over. But on that token, if Lennox can just find a single button, confirm it or rush, he has everything he needs to close the set out.
Really
But it doesn't matter, letting the Gorilla Blade go.
That should be it.
Yeah, I wasn't confident in it. Still, Lennox finding his way to mash out, and the birthday boy hitting top 8 on the winning side.
Excellent combat.
Lennox, legitimately cooking right now. Damn.
I know, like, he knew that, like, he would have to face repercussions from me. So he just decided, like, I'm gonna cook a little. I'm gonna be nice with it, so that's not gonna beat me up.
But, oh man, you know who might? Let me actually pull up the bracket real quick so we can take a look at it. Because we do have winner's side filled out and half of losers. So we're going to see Axenstar versus Umbi in just a second. Then we'll see Lennox versus SenpaiSpyder. Nekotech versus either Soulrobba, Chipmunk, or Blue. And then TLastra versus either Dro or Yoshi. So Yoshi making a little bit of a run too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But give me 1 second, chat. I am going to check in on a match very quickly.
Absolutely.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, other people finally show up.
No, I think I was checking in on Chipmunk versus Blue, making sure they were playing, but I think they just started.
What's going on there?
Let me at them very quickly. While I do that, another quick reminder about the Matcherino. We still have 19 codes left.
Taking a look at the. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna remind people just to visit the link in chat. Click the blue button to put 25 free cents into the pot.
Absolutely.
But all right, Axenstar and Umbi. Let me at both of our gamers. Oh, so we're gonna see the double Metera on winner's side and one on loser's side. This is definitely gonna be an uphill battle for Umbi, for sure.
It is, but I think she can make it with the way that her style has changed a lot recently. Umbi doesn't like to overextend, and Axenstar, I don't want to necessarily quantify his style as like hyperextension, but Axenstar does play a little bit more aggressively than a lot of the other Metera players do. Depending on how that kind of goes, he could either smother Umbi or she may be able to just kind of put the wall up and keep him out.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm an Axenstar enthusiast overall in general. I love watching him play. I love watching him cook. I don't think it's going to be a blow up by any means, but I do think it's going to be
It's an uphill climb.
Rough uphill climb. If Axenstar gets started, I think it's... I've never seen Axen get started and then not close out the round, if that makes sense. Like once that knockdown in the corner with the butterflies set up is there, it's been GG's for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's incredibly fair. It's just sometimes, like...
Yeah, I think if Umbi can avoid
sometimes
that.
you get started, and then sometimes you make a small mistake and get hit for
versus
8K.
Metera.
Just a little bit.
That's true, Liz, I think if Umbi can play patient enough to avoid that situation, that knockdown in the corner, that's where she's going to be cooking.
Absolutely.
And especially just like one of those far enough, like just thrusts to get that wall bounce into the massive damage, Metera's just going to explode.
Absolutely.
All right.
There's much to be
Letting the
learned from
intros rock,
Master
I respect it.
Warriors, no matter the weapon they use.
Absolutely.
And you wield your own weapon like the best of them.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Now, finally starting off, Axenstar immediately kind of taking the space back. Umbi slowly working her way in. Not a whole lot of overextension. Just willing to navigate. Finally finds a jump, but unfortunately does get hit by the as well. But Umbi sniffs out the rush, dashing her way out, unfortunately catching a stray 2M. Having to work her way back in, being locked down by the butterfly pressure, not able to navigate it or find the hit. But Amina does she started. Does have now the life and the meter. But
Oh, wow. Phenomenal stuff from Axen. Gonna take Umbi all the way to the corner.
yeah, that's the big thing about the hurt box on Metera 5 is it's just a Looney Tunes cartoon. Sometimes like you will be up in her grill, but her hitbox is still above you, and it just manages to kind of come down and let her cross up jump in. It's such a goofy. It's like it's one of the things that like makes dealing with her, especially kind of in one play, really difficult because you think that you got like a read on exactly how to swap her out of the air. But this is what we were talking about. Axenstar has the meter advantage and the life advantage. Just putting Umbi in the corner.
Yeah, we saw in the first round, Umbi was doing a phenomenal job of just constantly taking space where it was. Oh, here we go.
But now Umbi slowly making her way from corner to corner, but has to be really careful now that she has it. Axenstar finds the good read out. He's easily going to bust out, and we saw it right there. Nails the Granblue handshake, getting hit by a single light into super. Axenstar taking game 1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Unfortunate. Straight back in for both players, though. Yeah, I can't even get the start up. Really, Axen's just doing such a great job of filling the screen.
Finding good details of like controlling the screen, and now has that card control, able to handle everything and just put Umbi in a lockdown situation. Unable to find a way out.
Oh my god, unfortunate. So those don't go away even when Metera gets clipped.
Yeah, unfortunately. Aren't held to the same standards that you can see
Yeah.
Like 3 second where they get hit, and the bad DP gets hit. Umbi, unfortunately, this is the situation there. Now, Axenstar at match point.
Yep.
It's a couple buttons to rush him now. Controlling the screen a little bit more. Axenstar playing really well at keeping Umbi out up until it's his turn to start just going. That's something we've seen really well. Like he'll build his 50 meter and then like he'll play like super like he'll zone aggressively until he gets that 50 meter, and then once he has the up now, finds the hit, gets the second butterfly. Axenstar going corner to corner.
Oh my god.
Using rush for positioning corner, really good awareness of this guy from Axenstar. Has everything he needs, just needs to thread the needle to close it out. There it is, finds the thread.
Yeah, I think Umbi did a lot of things right there, but it's just Axenstar very, very good at maximizing pretty much every hit. Like that rush combo we saw towards the end was crazy.
That's the thing we've talked about it with Metera, is there is like a lot of just kind of route creativity and flexibility there. And so being able to utilize that as a part of just your routing and how you look at your setups is something that's really important for that character.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. All right, who do we have next? Lennox and SenpaiSpyder. Okay, so maybe a Metera, or we might see the Uno.
I'm curious to see. SenpaiSpyder's been playing Uno more and more recently, and I'm just kind of curious to see exactly how that turns out.
Yeah, I mean, I always get curious in general the closer we get to a major, because I feel like then you really start seeing people. One, you see a few people who don't normally show up start showing up, but two, you also start seeing people experiment with characters.
Absolutely.
But
that's the big thing about like those larger events, is you do kind of have to have your head empty. This is just kind of to get my way through the early chaff of bracket.
Yeah,
Believe in victory.
absolutely.
Battle 1.
Having a good autopilot is very important for large brackets.
Like, that's the big thing that's just nice about this. Like, if I don't know someone, I know that I can check. Like, if it's someone I don't know that plays, like, explosive, it's character knowledge check you real quick. You know, I can learn a lot in a round. You know, I think Lance is definitely one of those characters. Metera requires a little bit more, but I can also see a certain point where you can do something.
I also
Both
think
characters can play it.
both can absolutely play it, and we just kind of saw Senpai giving a masterclass on it right there. Yeah, when you don't let somebody take a turn at all, it can be very difficult for them to kind of glean what they should do differently.
They don't really interested in getting run style by Spider. He's got really good personalities. We'll see him get these corner conversions, but when it comes time for him to kind of start out early and like get that life feed, he's perfectly fine to sit there and just wait. Speaking of bad calls, with the Gorilla Blade finds the far end bit. SenpaiSpyder is hitting pretty. Lennox finds the rush confirm, goes for the X knockdown. Unfortunately, drops his combo. SenpaiSpyder uses the confusion in that, gets the knockdown, switches over, and finds the hit to close out the round.
Yeah, taking the first game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
But round start Gorilla Blade finds its hits, Lennox has the corner now, starting to use 5U pressure and bounce in between that and the record pressure to keep SenpaiSpyder on his toes. But Senpai finds the hit,
manages to 5U out. Now has corner control. Unfortunately, Lennox finds the turbulence into the empty 5U, pushing his way back through the corner now.
Nice stagger.
It's the turbulence. Unfortunately, Senpai ready for it. Rolls out, has the corner control now. Burns the 15 meter for the positioning.
Oh,
Lennox
bad
has
spot
to
dodge.
guess right.
Oh, I thought it
Guesses
dead.
wrong and is now hit. Lennox kind of just in flux here, trying to find his way in. Goes for the risky 5U, unfortunately. Gets hit with the Zephyr on for his troubles. Gets mashed in a little bit. Now at chip range.
Yeah, the whip punish.
Right.
Battle 2, engage.
Knocked down into the double butterfly set.
Uses the turbulence to side switch. Lennox now has corner control. Has to be really careful at this point. Goes to the funny spot or 2U, gets hit out of it. Now SenpaiSpyder back in control and has all the meter in the world to play around.
No anti-air, just goes for the block. Oh no.
Oh.
That "oh no" is how I knew it wasn't on my end.
Yeah, it popped up right on mine too. Looks like connections are stabilizing. They're working out. Lennox goes for the raw Gorilla Blade. Doesn't find a hit, but 2 after does. Now finds it correctly. Eats the OD for trouble, having to work his way through.
Oh, finding his way in. Gonna get the hard knockdown in the corner.
Has to guess correctly. SenpaiSpyder manages to sit pretty and block this out. Only needs a hit into the. Only needs a hit to especially find it. Gets the hit into the low shots. Closing it out 2-0 for Lennox.
Yeah, I feel like Senpai was honestly just too ready to kind of walk out of the corner. Like, we saw it happen a lot.
Yeah, Senpai sitting there, eyes wide open, ready for it. But going down to our losers bracket, on one side we have Rice Boy versus Dro26. The winner of that will go on to play Umbi. On the other, we have Nekotech waiting on the winner of Soulrobba and MasterChipmonk. The winner of that set will go on to play Lennox.
Yeah. Damn, I think they're finishing up right now, Soulrobba, Chipmunk. So we are going to start on that bottom match with Dro and TLastra.
I actually need to step up.
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
I'll be right back.
Go for it. No rush. All right, let me add our next gamers. Also, if you guys want to bring Lennox into the money, he is sitting in top 6 at the moment. So if we hit that 320 goal, he could make back some of the change that he put in the prize pool. So definitely claim the Metrino codes. The link is in chat. It takes like 10 seconds at most. All you gotta do is log in, click the blue button, 25 free cents. We also have a bunch of sponsor quests on that right hand side. You can do any of them. You can see me scrolling through them. We got Bull Moose, Matcherino, Breakout Games, Text Now, and at the bottom, if I recall, yep, you can buy a t-shirt or a hoodie. And if you buy either, you'll put money straight into the pot. $4 to the pot from a shirt, $10 from a hoodie. The rest of the money goes to me so I can actually manufacture and ship it. So yeah, lots of ways to donate. Of course, direct donations as well. Always an option. But yeah, let's at the very least claim the codes. It's just free money kind of sitting there, and no reason to let it go to waste. But let me see if our next gamers are in here. Yeah, looks like we got TLastra on the station. We'll get Dro on in a second. Oh yeah, when in doubt, always go with the Discord ping. challenge sometimes just does its own random order. So I would not put too much stock into it, to be honest. Let me make the quick top 8 tweet, and then we'll get started. Alright, you guys should be good to start. We haven't seen LaStra in here in quite some time.
Belial versus Vira. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage!
Just going for the zoning. Nice conversion. I like the slow walk from LaStra. Oh wow, just chase up with the command grab. LVP, quick little get off me. Oh, nice air to air. Oh, drops the conversion. Unfortunate. Yeah, a bit too far from the corner to actually get the full combo. Oh no, just straight conversion to the super. I was wondering if we were going to see the command grab there for a split second.
Battle 2. Engage!
Oh, the yo-yo, bring him out. Send him out, bring him back in. LaStra doing a very good job of just controlling the space right outside the corner. For the most part, just kind of able to wall Dro and not really let him push kind of past that midpoint. That guard standing right in center stage. Of course, the second I say it, Dro's starting to get some momentum. Oh, that should be it.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage!
Oh, what a juggle. Oh, the 5U, let's go. I saw the Infinite Loop 5U earlier today with both Belial. Oh, went for the funny cross-up, couldn't quite get it. Nice jump out from Dro, straight into the command grab for the reset. Winning on life as well. Master going for the throw, gonna get guard crush pushed out by the overdrive. Oh, nice momentum change in the air there. Well, doesn't actually catch out into super, which I think might have killed. Oh, Chip on the table as well. Goes for the throw. Never mind, Chip gone.
Down. Battle 2. Engage!
Oh, the 5H anti-air. Oh, running in for that grab, but LaStra's pressed.
Am I audible again?
You are.
Excellent. Speaking of excellent, Dro controlling the corner space against Rice Boy really well. Managing to kind of not overextend. Unfortunately, it is being a little bit walked to the corner, but finds the throw back in. Gets the Luminera toss. This might be dead.
Pops on. Oop, that'll do it, though.
Yeah, finds the right poke. Dro playing this really well. So, was that just one?
Yeah, it's 1-1. I think we are seeing a character swap.
Okay, I'm curious to see who we're going to play.
Oh, never mind. Maybe a color swap.
Take a quick breather after that. I think that was a situation where things just went like a little bit silly near the end, so... Taking a minute to kind of recalibrate yourself, breathe, and recenter is not the worst idea, especially after that first game.
Are we going with the white pants? Let's go.
White pants.
I'm all there for this.
my man sees like a pair of white Levi's and is like,
dude,
yeah,
look at me. Look sharp right now.
He's killing it. Speaking of killing it, finding the counter hit 2L or 2M into the far H. Rice Boy playing a lot more aggressive this go around.
Absolutely.
Finding the hits and now controlling the corner pace very well. Dro not getting the play.
Steals it right back with the command grab.
Hey, speaking, you shall receive. Rice Boy a little bit of sleep of the wheel. Keeps the command throw for his trouble and is now reset back to the middle of the screen.
That MVP rock, strained to throw. Rice Boy gonna have to look for an overdrive at some point.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Goes in for the long jump in with the jump H, gets clipped by Vira far H, and now Dro on set point.
Sweep.
Making really good use of just chaining Vira buttons to keep the push out going. But Dro has a bad situation now. Rice Boy going for the side switch, has the corner, or has the mid-screen control, finds the 2H. Unfortunately, doesn't get the full confirm off of this, won't be able to cash out. Doesn't matter, finds the command throw. Rice Boy showing signs of life.
Yeah, they always, I feel like Belial players always break that out in the last game of the set.
Oh yeah, it's always kind of like that little last bit of like, do I think I can get away with this or not? Speaking of getting away with it, Dro going for the risky command grab. Doesn't find a hit, but doesn't need anything for it. Rice Boy doing the jump back. Calls it out. Controlling the corner now. Sorry, controlling the mid-screen. But finds the rush from downtown. Rice Boy.
Oh, good tag.
Hurt. Doesn't have any cooldowns right now, so I have to be really careful. But all Rice Boy needs is the correct confirm.
Absolutely. Command grab is up.
And finds it, doesn't close it out. Has to be careful now. And smells it out. Goes for the minus of the DP. Rice Boy tying it up. Excellent awareness.
No,
there.
he took it. It was sorry, that was the they were tied before.
My bad.
Yeah, so gonna go on to face Umbi.
Rice Boy walking out with a clincher right there. Feels it.
Who do we have next? Oh, Soulrobba versus Nekotech? Okay, let's go.
Ooh, it's gonna be spicy.
It is. I don't think we've seen this player matchup a lot. We've seen the character matchup for sure. We've run, what, 52 of these? And I want to say like 30 of them have had this as our grand finals,
Yeah,
character-wise.
Nekotech, not inexperienced in this matchup, but I do think that Soulrobba plays a little bit more laissez-faire than I would say that Zerom does. So, be an interesting styles clash at the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it last time this kind of came up. Nekotech went down 1-0 and then just kind of
kind of just gave up to Zerom there. So I'm curious, like, what the adaptations mentally and like what changes we'll see there are, and like if she's learned from that lesson or not.
Yeah. This can be an explosive matchup in both directions.
I mean, these are both.
Yeah.
These are both very explosive characters, and dare I say it, like net play favored characters. Not necessarily an excuse, but it is something you kind of have to think about in terms of like, you see something funny, you're like, I could have anti-aired that. No, nah, you couldn't. You could not anti-air that.
These two players are rather close to each other
Believe in
geographically.
victory.
Yeah, I believe they're both Georgia. So
Yeah.
hopefully should have too many connection issues. But Soulrobba catching an early beating. Gets hit with the Zephyr into the far button. Now, having to work his way out, but finds the jump in over the butterflies, gets the hit. Doesn't convert very well off of it, but spends the meter to keep plus. We're back to the mid-screen, which is better for Soulrobba than being in the corner against that attack. But goes for the funny jump, gets hit, finds the DP. Soulrobba swinging for the fences early. Now, had a bit of a life deficit, but a good hit from Soulrobba could close this out pretty quickly with the right confirm, but doesn't matter. Gets hit by the cross-up jump use. Soulrobba losing the first round. Nekotech going up.
Battle 2, engage.
Oh, let's go.
Round start, Demon Flip. Soulrobba finds the hit. Goes for the setup into the corner now, running the throw loops. Goes for the funny buttons, trying to see if Nekotech won't respect him after the universal overhead, but finds the hit, doesn't get the follow-up, goes for the cross-up and corners himself. Dangerous position for Soulrobba to be in.
Strain to throw again.
And goes for the delay. Goes for the delay button after
The 5L.
after the cross-up jump 5L. Good awareness from Soulrobba. Starting to show his hand a little bit though. Like we saw the round star demon flip last time and getting good success, but it's not something you can just kind of let run a lot, or else Nekotech's going to adapt very quickly. She's not someone that you really want to test anti-airs on.
Yeah, not at all.
Especially with like all the corner carry and just nastiness Metera gets off a good anti-air, is not a character you want to play around with. Speaking of not messing around with Nekotech, getting the rush confirmed, closing out the set, going up 1-0.
Battle 1, engage.
But Soulrobba immediately starting off, kind of playing just as aggressive before, using the light ball, trying to work their way in. Finds the heavy ball, now has the corner, unfortunately. Doesn't confirm fast enough to get the follow-up into the 2-1-4H, but holding down really well. Has the corner control exactly where he wants to be.
Oh, tried to run under for the cross-up, but just got punished.
Yeah, Soulrobba has the life lead, but it's dwindling very quickly, especially with kind of playing hyper-aggressive, trying to force a situation rather than let it create itself. Oh, goes to the funny guy cross-up, basically checkmates.
Yeah.
Nekotech goes to the demon flip at the overhead. Soulrobba firing back, not giving it up early.
No, not at all.
Seen a lot of rolling under the with 5U. Isn't getting a lot out of it, but even just not having to block out of that, a decent trade-off in that situation.
Oh, this is a massive counter hit. Looking like
Yeah, it's gonna
Neko's
hurt.
round, to be honest.
Didn't get punished for the DP, but did get blown up on the entrance. Soulrobba in a bad position. Nekotech on set point. I think this is the thing. Soulrobba just needs to find that hit. Because every time he's gotten to like take control of the set, he's played this really well. It's just a matter of like actually nailing that, especially against the Nekotech once she gets the resources on deck as well. It's so hard to lock down. But I was about to say, burns that rush immediately out of resources. But now Soulrobba
Using rush to kind of leverage. Unfortunately, doesn't find the hit. Nekotech has a substantial life lead. Soulrobba has to be careful and make these next couple of approaches count. But doesn't. Gets hit by the 2U. Soulrobba in a bad position.
Yeah, can't really afford to make any mistake. Very easy for Metera to just blow him up the remainder of the health bar. Those cross-ups, I don't know if I agree with them. He's tried them multiple times and always just ends up in the corner.
Also cornered himself multiple times in this, which is really kind of what's putting him in a bad situation. Because we've seen Nekotech just take a really good confirm and run with it, especially like when she gets that corner and has butterflies on you. Not a good place to be. But speaking of not good places, Soulrobba trying to make his way back in after a failed attempt, gets clipped by Nekotech. Nekotech will be moving on.
Yep. Nekotech going to move on to phase Lennox in the run back.
Oh, Lord in heaven. Will cool heads or excessive liquor prevail? We will find out.
Pray for you. Well, you know, you got a game to defer it. Before that, we're going to see Umbi versus TLastra, which I think is going to be sick.
So this is the matchup I wanted to see early in the bracket, and I'm really happy I'm getting it. Hopefully we can see, I'm hoping we see, like, I want to see, like, a real slobber knocker, because both these two play, like, I know Rice Boy has played Katalina in the past, and, like,
oh, really?
Very,
okay.
Yeah, like a very strong fundamental Shoto player. It's just a matter of, like, who's gonna like I would say that Rice Boy is favored in this set, and I don't like saying that because we all know that like Umbi is my precious cinnamon roll child. But
I think loser side Umbi is gonna cook.
I know Umbi can do it. This is gonna be a little bit of a toughie. Just a little bit though. I believe in her.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Immediately starting the fireball war. Has to be really careful at this point because while Katalina can safe space her her L thrust, Belial does have the buttons to where he should be able to punish it fairly well if she doesn't space it just perfectly. Now has corner control. The Rice Boy finds the 2H, doesn't get the counter hit, baits the DP, and this is going to be a quick round one for Rice Boy.
Yeah. God, I always forget how far behind him that button hits. That anti-air.
Yeah, his 2H is such a nasty move. Good lord. And with punishes the far H with Belial far H, not even one to play with this Rice Boy playing very well tonight. But Umbi on the hunt, has the corner, slowly maintaining pressure. Just have to see exactly how Rice Boy manages to deal with her, how he works his way out.
Yeah, seems content to just hold one.
He has a life lead. I really understand him not wanting to sit there and like risk getting poked to half his life. Going for the funny setups, unfortunately, not finding what he needs. That last interaction was kind of unfortunate. I think like Rice Boy realized just a second late that he didn't have, or that he had the crouching confirm and didn't go for it. But now getting poked into the SBA, Umbi in a good position. Gets hit by the DP. Cade going for the stagger pressure, really making Umbi have to make defensive decisions, and goes for the second throw, closes it out. Rice Boy up one.
That was a very close final round.
Victory. Battle
Absolutely.
Engage.
Now Rice Boy, like, walking through, like, as I walk through the Valley of the Shadow of Death, really making good navigation through Umbi's poking attempts with the far M and the far H. Establishing early control of this set, but life advantage is disappearing very quickly. Umbi on the aggressive here. Finds the far H with punish. Unfortunately, too far away to make it count, but Now, still sitting on that life lead, but a stray hit from Umbi could be the end, especially with a far H or a far M into a 2-1-4 H, and getting the wall bounce, it's over. That's one thing we've seen Rice Boy make really good use of, is just using that slow stagger pressure with the far M and the far, or in the TL. And gets the cross-up auto combo into the super. Rice Boy on set point.
Yeah, just been playing very methodically, to be honest. We haven't seen anything like super crazy, just like slow, steady strike row.
And this is just kind of this is that like very good Shoto strike throw that Belial lets you play. None of the stuff he's hitting you with right now is particularly dirty, but it's all effective and it's all consistent. Which, speaking of consistent, finds the whiff punish on that, cashes out the rush and gets the EX fireball in the corner. Rice Boy taking a quick 2-0 over Umbi.
Yeah, seemed very, very, very in control that whole set.
Unfortunately, that is going to be the last we see of Umbi tonight. Managed to place pretty well. You know, it's looking like this is probably... Are you going to be doing one the week of Combo Breaker or no? So I know you're off next week.
The week of Combo Breaker? Yeah, Wednesday we will. But
Wednesday
we're not gonna have BlazBlue that Thursday, and then that weekend, obviously, because we're gonna be at Combo Breaker, we're not gonna be running anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, our schedule coming up is a little off. I'm going to be gone for a wedding next week, so we're not going to have anything next week for Granblue, but we'll be back the week after, and then it should just go as usual at that point. Granblue's not going to be affected by our schedule change for Street Fighter 6 in June as well, so we'll just keep running it.
Hell yeah. I'm so ready for Street Fighter, bro. Like, I'm...
I think a lot of people are.
I think it's just like they delayed the they delayed the Versus Rising demo and like the open beta test. So I'm just kind of like, well,
listen,
I was already gonna play a little bit of Street Fighter. You know, I'm gonna play a lot of Street Fighter.
This is a great time, just in general, for fighting games. There's the leak with Uni 2 potentially, which I'm here for. I run a bunch of Uni, have run tons of Uni, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
Yeah, dude, I see. That's what I was saying. That was my copium going into CEO. It's a main game at CEO, not CEO Taku at CEO. I had to have something, and if it's Uni 2, I'm there for it.
Yeah,
Believe in victory.
I follow Silent, and just seeing him kind of like half go through it, half into it. I'm excited for the Uni players. Lennox, that's to say,
strong. Oh my god.
Talking about like not excited for the Uni players. Lennox getting lit up. Nekotech with the
7
early
letters.
20-second perfect. Good god.
Battle 2. Engage.
But now Lennox starting to find his pressure, really making good use of the far L stagger pressure there. Unfortunately, does get hit with the 1H coming down. Misses the anti-air, but immediately uses the Gorilla Blade into the turbulence to keep pressure going. Lennox saw that first round, not willing to get hit with a second. Unfortunately,
yeah, very
strong bout of
very
offense or
frisky.
not, Lennox is not able to find much of a footing there.
Yeah, not at all.
Tougher than he looks, they're on a roll. Maybe I should.
Yeah, if I'm Lennox, I might take a quick second, take a deep breath.
You're not only taking a quick second, you gotta take another hit from the bong or whatever his birthday drug.
I don't think that's gonna help at this point.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's
Every
not
now
gonna-
and then it does. Like
It's not gonna hit his system fast enough.
Nah, dude, it's the mental power up. He hits that stuff. He's gonna go Super Saiyan. See, look, he's already finding it. Arrows, weak. Doesn't need them. Blocking, cowards. Go forward. This is the world's strongest Lennox. He does not care.
That, I think, is the longest wait I've ever seen from Lennox.
Unfortunately, getting hit. Shin Lennox, the dream is dying.
Oh no! Clipped by the overhead.
He's gonna get cooked. I feel so bad. It's his birthday too. He's just a cute little guy. Why you gotta do it to him like that?
Yo, everyone's got to bring Lennox into the money. Use the Maturino codes.
He's just a funny little guy.
Oh,
Just a
yeah,
funny
that'll
little
do
dude.
it. He's dead. Nekotech now sitting on sub point.
Out here trying to make it work, but just
Battle
dead.
2, engage.
But Lennox still managing to lever the far end into the 2-1-4L pressure. Keeping the pressure on Nekotech, but unfortunately not opening her up in a way that does a significant amount of damage.
Yeah. Nekotech very much just set.
Here we are.
And that's just kind of the big thing. It's like Nekotech has just been so consistently down backing. Like Lennox hasn't been able to open her up, so like when she actually does take a hit or like something funny happens, it's just so explosive. And like even if she takes like a straight throw or a small little bit of lance damage, every time she's got it,
Yeah.
wipe out any advantage that Lennox had.
Absolutely.
But starting to run that Lance throw game, might have something going on here. Puts the fireball on the screen. Unfortunately, gets mashed out on.
Here we are.
Okay.
The mix. Nekotech smashing.
Oh my god, they're just swinging!
Swing harder. Lennox, swing better. You got this, bro. What's the worst she can do to you? Win.
Next fishing.
Went for it. Unfortunately, didn't find the hit. Nekotech didn't have OD to
Although,
confirm
with
off that.
time on Lennox side, or on Nekotech's side, can't get chipped out.
But finds the universal overhead. Lennox not dead yet.
Battle
Might
3,
be. If
engage.
he can take this next round, I think he can do it. But it's not looking good. Alright, it's looking a little bit better. Lennox starting to like really be aggressive with the turbulence and using the cross up. Goes for the hit, puts Nekotech in the corner. What's the mix?
Oh, just straight into the throw.
Nix is dropping your combos and then throwing them anyway. Let's go, Lennox. I'm so mean to him. He's like my big special boy.
Oh, nice sweep.
Oh, goes for the funny mix. Unable to open Nekotech up, but finding more success with regular strikes than he is.
Oh, Lennox had the hit, but he spoiled the good one. Gonna
Yeah,
get the
gets smashed
knockdown.
out of it. Oh,
What? That
I was
actually
like,
connected?
Lennox finding the hit, managing to close out game 2.
An endless hail of
God,
battle.
Lennox.
This year's spectacle indeed.
I hate her so bad.
It took all my effort just to
I can
avoid
imagine
winning, but I'm
the
grateful for
pop-off
the
that just
immediate
occurred in Lennox's home.
Bro, he's like,
I can imagine it vividly.
do it, Lennox. Hit the third bong rip. Go to a level beyond Super Saiyan.
Believe in victory. Battle
You got this,
1,
buddy.
engage.
Lennox trying to make his way in now, suffering from a little bit of a life deficit, but finally finds a hit. Here we go. Using the rush to kind of get back, especially after Nekotech used the push out to get back. But Lennox finding the hit, gets the counter hit confirmed, now has the corner control. Nekotech has to be careful. We've seen Lennox open her up really well from this position, but even without that, strike throw that we've seen him get away with has done a lot of work for him in this case. You can see it do a lot of work again. Goes for the full turbulence, finds the counter hit, or finds the 2L, doesn't get the follow-up, but locks down in the corner, unfortunately. Gets mashed out of the block string. Finds the hit. Opts to use Rush instead of cashing out for the meter. Gonna get the cooldown cycle and set something up. Finds the drop, unfortunately. Nekotech now in a good situation. Can easily close this out with the right read. Oh, Lennox, come on, baby. I need you to pull it out. Finds a hit! Unfortunately, doesn't get to confirm, but slopping it out, my boy Lennox.
Battle 2, engage.
Now Nekotech mashes back, finds the early 5U hit, but Lennox turbulence out, gets the knockdown, goes to the reset. Going for it twice. Nekotech ready now with the back shift. Lennox playing really well, but gets air thrown out. Come on, Lennox, you got it. You got that dog in you. Woof, woof. But stuck under the strike throw. Lennox gonna have to be careful. Nekotech has everything she needs to close this out. Pops the OD to bait after the universal overhead and goes for the for the 2L. Last game, last round.
3, engage.
But Lennox overextending with the pressure, gets mashed out on. Now has to be careful, but uses making really good use of the movement options to open up. Nekotech has the corner now. Finds the counter hit. It's looking bad for Nekotech. Lennox getting the full confirm.
Just needs one more mix.
Puts it down, finds the hit, doesn't follow up. Lennox, baby, come on.
The rush. Lennox in the corner now.
Lennox, baby, please.
Oh, the sweep.
Happy birthday, baby, let's go.
Lennox in top 4?
This bat
Bro.
was hail of arrows.
My large adult son hit the bong just right. Happy birthday, baby, let's go.
Damn, this is a pretty new top 4 for us overall, I want to say.
This rules, I'm here for it.
Yeah, we definitely have like more player variety than we've had in the last few weeks. I'm actually going to pull the bracket up very quickly. So we're about to head to winners finals. We're going to see Axenstar versus Senpai, which we've seen a couple times in winners finals.
Yeah.
But then our losers semis is completely new.
Yeah, I'm curious to see too. This is also going to be really funny because this is coast to coast, so it's going to get extra toxic.
Yeah, it's I'm here for it.
I'm ready for it, brother. Like I need that like peak hater arc.
All right, best of 5. So this is our first to 3 of the evening. Gamers got to win 3 games to take the set. Before they get started, though, I do want to remind people that we have 13 Matcherino codes left. So if you haven't claimed them yet, please visit the link in chat. It'll take you to this page. Click that blue button in the upper right-hand corner. Put 25 free cents into the pot. I know the gamers would really appreciate it. And if we hit that 320, you'll bring both Nekotech and Umbi into the payout. Get them some chicken nuggets.
Yeah, we gotta buy Lennox that birthday Little Caesars. So
Lennox is in the money. Lennox is in top 4 payout.
Okay, we're good. Lennox is getting that birthday Little Caesars. Hopefully we see some goodness come out of this. Like, I already want that man. I want that man happy, but I also want that man miserable.
Yeah. I'm curious. Sometimes Senpai, rather than playing the Metera mirror, goes for the Uno.
Believe
I
in
think
victory.
he's been on record of saying that he prefers to play this.
I believe it, but I will say, depending on what Metera Senpai's playing against, sometimes we'll see the mirror.
Yeah, seeing the whip follow-up on the parry follow-up, or on the parry there. I wonder if because it didn't find a hit there, it didn't activate the second hit. But
yeah.
you may just not have, as I say, because normally, like, the unsafe part of the Uno parry is traditionally when it finds, it technically blocks something and then goes into the follow-up. But Senpai calls out the rush, unfortunately, still gets hit by the back part of it, so. Senpai maintaining a really good life lead, using Uno. I can't even think of the Gear Send move name for it, but good control. I'm out of my mind tonight. I'm so sorry. But now Senpai in the bad situation has to block Axen out. Finds the gap and pressure, gets the 2U. Now Senpai has corner control, finds the hit, closing it out. Oh, unfortunate. I think Senpai missed the follow-up confirmed in case he needed to chain on that. Axenstar catches it and throws him out of it, taking round 1. Senpai, unfortunately, not able to recover well from that last game, getting hit, but finds a couple of choice clash situations, banging his way back to the mid screen. Unfortunately, gets hit by the back TK arrow. Now has corner screen control. I need to take a breather and let this one out. Sorry, I'm trying to I keep trying to shift in and out of play-by-play and everything else, and it's just not working out for me. But what is working out here, Axenstar finding a really good clash situation, gets the confirmed follow-up into the 6-2-3H and closing out the first game.
Believe in victory.
Immediate match back in from SenpaiSpyder as well. Confident with the Uno pick, probably just wanting to make a couple of small adjustments to see if he can make it work. But that's the first bait on the far H that we've seen. SenpaiSpyder maybe getting a little bit predictable with it. Has to use it well because if you see that spot dodge on it, if you get it on the correct time, you get full punish on it. Whereas normally that button's just a minus but safe, and with the way it moves forward, it's fine to just let that thing rip. Goes for the fully charged beef driver. Axenstar ready for it. Dashes, now has the corner control, putting Senpai in the corner mix, putting the butterflies up. Senpai has to guess correctly. Doesn't do such and now dies for his trouble. Axenstar going up a quick second round. Oh, sorry, first round of the second game. Axen finding the early 2U. Goes for the counter hit cross up, but Senpai ready for it. Catches the anti-air with the Logarius wheel there. Now has the corner. It's the confirmed. What's the setup now? Goes for the throw. Cooldowns already on their way back. Axenstar uses the rush to get back. Unfortunately, is able to mash up and now back to mid-screen. Senpai activates the OD, finding his spacing now. Starting to control a little bit better. Finds the parry and closes out the round. All right. There we go. I did my spiral impression. We're good. I got it that time.
You did. You nailed it, actually.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you. So now this is the big thing that I think has been really important for SenpaiSpyder. Finding that early hit and then just kind of bullying Axenstar at a mid-range is really, I think it's what sealed that last game for Senpai. Especially we said earlier, once Axenstar's in that position where he has his meter and he has the ability just to put you in 50-50 after 50-50, that's where he's most comfortable. But now SenpaiSpyder goes for the OD, gets hit with the counter OD, immediately lets the beat driver whip, finds the hit, doesn't get the follow-up out of it, but has enough of a life lead. He can easily wait for Axenstar to make an overextension and just close this out off a good hit. And there it is. OD on deck, so no chip out, but Senpai can sit pretty and finds the beak driver, or the EX beak driver, tying it up.
These are fast rounds.
They are. These have both been going pretty well, but it's the opening 2U. Now immediately back in that corner control position. Axen scouted the 2H really well. I'm seeing these just small. I've seen a lot of different small skirmish is going Axenstar this way around. But it's still early, and even though there's a pretty sizable life deficit, we've seen Senpai come back from worse. And starting that comeback, really good parry on the butterfly setup there. Gets more or less really good screen control, and now baits the rush, has control of the screen again. And I think this is a good place for Senpai to be. We've seen him get a lot of really good usage off of just kind of playing the long game until he gets the hard knockdown off the EX, and then just going in and like running Uno pressure options once cooldowns restock. That's been a really good strategy for him, especially when you can keep Axen off of him. Unfortunately, not working out right now. A little slow on the beat drive, but closes out. Goes for the funny extension, and unfortunately gets clipped by it. Axenstar with the 2L into the rush, closing it out. But going into the second round of the second game, or the third game, good lord. Axenstar running as much of his offense as he can to open SenpaiSpyder up, finding a couple of really good choice hits, but Senpai, using a delayed special, catches Axenstar with a counter hit and gets into the corner. Unfortunately, isn't enough to keep the corner control. Axenstar able to bust out very quickly. Now both players slowly working their way back in. Senpai going for the funny parry, doesn't find anything again. Now Axenstar using the 2H into the Zephyr mix to hold the corner down as the OD pop, sitting in a really good situation to close this out. Really good use of the backshift and navigating the projectiles. It's one thing that you see kind of, especially against Metera, that gets a lot of players blown up, is your roll is technically slower than your backsway. So a lot of instances, rather than like, you don't want to get hit by the projectile pushback, but if you go for the roll, it's a bit too slow and you're in a recovery state. Like using that backshift to navigate arrows is a really good option. But unfortunately, good option or not, Senpai put in the corner and having to block it out. Axen on set point.
Battle 2, engage.
You see Senpai going for the early jump in. Unfortunately, doesn't find anything, but layers in the parry to kind of bait the anti-air there. Finds a hit, has the corner control now, has to rotate his cooldowns. Axenstar able to take advantage of it and bounce his way out. Now both players back to mid-screen. The late 2H from Senpai gets the knockdown. Slowly working his way back in, gets hit with the opening. Good use of the DK arrow from Axenstar to open SenpaiSpyder up, but doesn't matter. Gets hit by the parry. Now back to mid-screen for both players. Using the fireball and the Lugarius wheel to try to put pressure on Axenstar. Doesn't find it, but now back in the corner. Axenstar sitting pretty. Just needs to find the hit, and there it is. We'll close this out. Axenstar taking it 3-1 over SenpaiSpyder.
That was... It was 3-1, but it was a close set, man.
Yeah, that's the... We joke about it, but that's very much just kind of like, GG's, it was close. Here's my 3-0.
Yeah, like a couple, just one or two interactions going the other way, and yeah, the result could have been very different.
Whew, what a barn burner, man. We're not even done. So now we're going to be going, now we're going to be going to our losers semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be our last 2 out of 3 of the night. For those who don't know, we are working our way through the loser side of the bracket. We will play this last 2 out of 3 for losers semis, and then losers finals will be 3 out of 5. There are some special rules going into the grand final set, but we'll cover that when we get there.
Yep. But for now, give them the go-ahead. Lennox, I think this is hands down the best run Lennox has made this evening.
Yeah, Lennox making it into the top 4. Has the opportunity to hit top 3, but my man's even said it in chat. He's burning daylight and burning energy.
Lancelot versus Belial.
But I'm curious to see. We don't see Rice Boy enter these a lot, and like,
no, we really don't.
Having an excellent run. It's just a matter of like,
This is going to be a coast-to-coast connection and just a little bit nasty. So hopefully, like, we'll get a good set out of it. But I'm just going to tell you, if there's a set where some funny stuff's going to happen, this is probably going to be it.
Oh. Didn't seem to be bothered with that. That hit confirm was OD.
Rice Boy playing just nasty with
Oh
it. Finding all the funny resets. Lennox getting bamboozled.
Oh my god. First round almost over.
Yeah, unfortunately, just Rice Boy finding the right confirms. Lennox not able to get anything started. Has the corner control now, maybe able to convert into a good situation, but Rice Boy has so much health right now.
Oh!
Easily close this out and goes
That
for the
was
delayed
sick.
jump. Yeah, the delayed jump, you finds the follow-up into the cross-up, closes it out. Excellent awareness from Rice Boy. And that's the thing in this set. I think Belial's damage really kind of tips this in his favor. Lance can get his hits in and start his set play, but at the end of the day, he still has to hit Belial a lot to really close this out. And Belial is one of those characters who still does ridiculous damage, especially like off a proper SSBA confirm. So it's just kind of, in that situation, the number of interactions you need to win versus each player does skew it in a special way.
Oh? Punishing the LDP?
Not a big punish, but still enough to get Lennox started. Has the corner control where he wants to be.
Oh,
But gets hit with the
scooped.
5U on the way down. Rice Boy controlling the pace really well. Using that stagger pressure, great success, but gets hit. This isn't going to kill.
No. But it's going to leave him in a very bad... Oh, it did.
What?
The overdrive. The overdrive. Extra damage from OD.
No, I factored that one in.
Battle 3, engage.
I believed you this time because I've been wrong literally all bracket. Oh, step on him. Let's go.
Rice Boy's made really good use of these 5Us to kind of just turn the tides against Lennox, but gets hit with the counter hit Turbulence. DP's right back. Rice Boy not wanting to even deal with this. Trying to make as much momentum as you can, especially while Turbulence is down, but finds the bad hit. Lennox going for the funny mix, stuffs the 2H, and now in a good position to close this out if you get the right setup.
Oh, nice.
But
DP.
eats the DP for his troubles. Lennox is gonna have to be really careful now, especially like a baited DP, a Turbulence, or a baited OD could be it. Oh, closing it out. What's the mix here? Finds the hit.
Oh, that's it.
The SSBA. Rice Boy closing it out.
Game 1.
氷を使うならガムちゃんみたいに徹底的に極める。心の底まで凍てつくスリルを味わいたかったよ。Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Now, going for the start of the game 2, Lennox played a little bit more aggressive, immediately letting that Gorilla Blade rip, but finds a 5U for his troubles. Now, Rice Boy has the corner, has damage on deck. Gonna have the cooldown rotation in there too, should have full access to his damage options back, but catches the straight jump L on the way out. Lennox managing to take this back to mid-screen, finding the Gorilla Blade. Excellent decision-making from Lennox in terms of like making the small adjustments to counter this out. He's finding new ways to open Rice Boy up, but unfortunately not getting enough damage off of it to make it count.
Oh, the cross up? No.
Oh no.
Okay, you know, straight into it from the after the DP follow-up.
You know, right back into it, these boys. Unfortunately, we said it earlier, if there's a set that's probably going to be a little funny, this is it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, this is like Maine to SoCal. It's not a good, this is not a good number.
It's the, I'm pretty sure this is the farthest connection that we have.
Yeah, this is just some chicanery going on, unfortunately. It's not the way anyone wants it to be, but...
Oh, nice
goes for the
delay.
TP, doesn't get hit.
That'll kill.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
Or sorry, Rice Boy, making really good use of the delayed jump U, has found a lot of success opening Lennox up with it. And now using the DP, not wanting to hold the corner mix. I think it's a really good strategy from Lennox just to kind of back off. A lot of the situations that he's gotten damage off have been where he's just kind of set up something from afar and Rice Boy guessed wrong on it. But every time he's kind of in that range where Rice Boy's able to control the pace and like lock him down with buttons and with EX Fireball, it's gone bad.
Yeah. The cash out. It's gonna be a nice grip of damage.
Yeah, nice grip. Still has to be really careful though. Now that Belial is in blue health, has access to OD, a bad confirm, especially off a hit from Tayden right here, and it's over. Finds the command throw. Tayden has to be careful, or Rice Boy has to be careful, but unfortunately doesn't close out there. Lennox is able to bust out, but
oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I was about to say finds the auto combo into the SSBA.
I'm calling it
Rice
in
Boy is still alive.
in Rising. We're gonna see a combo off that.
Yeah, his ultimate one is probably gonna let him do it because he gets the combo off his command grab in the corner from Avatar State, so or from Avatar Belial. So.
Oh, nice stagger from Lennox.
Goes for the 5U to call it out. Lennox ready for it.
Yeah, walks him
Gets
into the corner. Oh.
Gets the good punish. Unfortunately, goes for the funny setup and gets DP'd for it. Life lead that Lennox has is slowly dwindling.
Yeah.
But gets it. Now
Massive.
going right to the corner. Has to guess correctly or it's over. A
Yeah.
single button confirm into a far H into SBA is all it's going to take for Rice to close this out.
Although,
He's dead.
oh yeah, he's super dead. 1-1.
Lennox managing to close it out, not wanting to go to bed, not wanting to go soft into the night. Tying it up, man.
Is everyone all right? Your power lies not only in your strength, but in your twisted words.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
All right.
Engage.
Final game in this first to two. Winner going on to play SenpaiSpyder.
Catching a good hit early. But Lennox finding the far H, getting the knockdown in the corner, puts the fireball on spin, goes for the mix. Unfortunately, catches a far H for his trouble. Rice Boy goes for the command throw reset. Looking in a good situation, just needs to find the right control to close this out. But Lennox popping the OD, going for the Gorilla Blade, gets hit by the DP, and now button into the command throw. Rice Boy playing a little frisky.
I understand it.
Battle 2.
On set point now. Oh.
Lennox starting to get momentum. But Rice Boy pops the 5A, sorry, 5B. Doesn't find anything from it, but still has the damage, or still has the life lead now. Easily kind of just run that. Every time we've seen a set just start off in Rice Boy's favor, it's been really hard to win up back, but we may see him go for it. Using the jump H, or sorry, the jump U mix. Unfortunately, not finding it. Burning cooldowns.
Yeah.
Uses Gorilla Blade and Fireball beats good Fireball beats Rice Boy. Has to stall.
Oh, nice punish.
Oh, badly spaced badly spaced Gorilla Blade.
But
Lennox doesn't find the hit, but finds it here, burns the rush, now has the corner. Rice Boy popping OD, only needs one hit to close this out. Oh, this is dangerous.
no way.
Rice Boy went for it, not gonna find the hit.
No punish!
But doesn't get punished
Lennox,
for it.
why?
Lennox, please, I am begging you. Goes for the command throw. Lennox ready for it.
Last game, last round. Let's go.
Battle 3, engage.
Dangerous. Riceboy has the corner pretty early. Decent has like a good 25% life lead, but both players trying to find a good air hit. Unfortunately, not finding it. Lennox gets the lockdown with the fireball. Riceboy able to block out, finds the hit. Now in a guess for game situation, the wrong confirmed from Lennox, or the wrong mistake getting hit in the far atrium. Unfortunately, almost found it. Riceboy finds the 2L hit, gets the confirm.
Oh, that should be it. What a set. That was very, very close.
氷を使うならガブちゃんみたいに徹底的に極めるんだ。
Damn. Really, really good stuff. That was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, excellent set. Riceboy managing to close it out. Good night, Lennox. Be sweet. Be free, my sweet prince.
Join the match, Reno.
Yeah, get paid, brother.
All right. And with that, we are in full first to three.
Yeah, moving into our final sets of the night.
Yeah, two or three more to go. So we're going to have SenpaiSpyder versus TLastra, and then the winner of this is going to play Axenstar in Grand Finals. So I'm giving them the go-ahead real quick. We do have 7 Matcherino codes left, though, so please, I'm not going to bring up the screen, but I am going to ask you guys to click the link in chat, and then in the upper right-hand corner of the page it takes you to, there's just a blue button you got to click. And once you click it, you put 25 free cents into the pot.
Yeah, please make sure to fill that out. We want our competitors tonight have put on an incredible tournament for everyone. We really want to see them get paid.
Oh, absolutely. And hey, if we get to that 320 top 6, we'll get paid out.
Yeah, you always want to see that, especially kind of like we started off, we got that top 4 payout pretty early. I'd really like to see top 6 get paid, but you know, even just our players right now getting well taken care of, you love to see it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think TLastra might be taking a breather, which makes sense. Just finish that last set.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, gonna take a very quick breather.
Absolutely.
Makes perfect sense, and then we'll jump into it with losers finals.
We'll take a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, go for it. I'm actually gonna pull up the bracket, just the top 8 portion, and just kind of look through it again. Definitely some upsets. Definitely some upsets. Lennox, I'm not sure if you're still watching, but this is the farthest you've made it. You've made it, if I remember correctly, right? Actually, I can look it up. It is. Either tied for the farthest or the farthest. Can't remember. I think... I can't remember either. I was positive. Challenge needs better stat lookups, in my opinion. Like, I wish you could go through all your brackets, track the players, and be like, oh, these are all the positions they got. It would also be sick if bracket websites could track how often players play each other early in the bracket. Start does. I might be switching to Start for everything, but I might switch to ladder formats. I'm trying it with Uni first just to see how it goes. And if it goes well, I might switch to ladders, kind of like what CLG did. I think that was an awesome format, and just kind of having that like open play for like 2 hours and then streaming top 8, I think works really well, to be honest. So you can do that per bracket drill, but I don't think you can do just like overall, like all the tournaments I've run, export. All right. It looks like we are good to go. So this is back into first to 3 territory. This is going to be Belial versus Metera, I presume.
Uno.
Never mind. Proven wrong right from the get-go. Let's go, chat.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Senpai really playing with the space, just trying to keep Lastra out. Oh wow, that DP actually connected.
Great.
That wasn't chip out. Did he try and mash something in between? I was not aware there was a gap there. Oh, nice reaction from Senpai. First point not biting on the parry. Hard knockdown near the corner, not quite there yet though. Oh, the 5U to punish the beak driver.
Yeah, Raspboy really using the special controls. Luna's far H is one of the even wrong. They both self-control each other.
Yeah.
That's one thing too. Raspboy has experience. He does play a lot of
Oh, okay.
and Diver does too, who I know.
Although Senpai looking quite comfortable, to be honest.
Your thoughts
Yeah,
are
it's
really different from that of any being I've ever met. I shall have to remain vigilant, lest I become a fly in your web.
Riceboy taking a little bit of a breather before the next one, so I'm excited to see kind of what the counter adjustments are.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Now, starting off very early on, SenpaiSpyder making good use of the far end to try to control the aerial space. Alternating between that 2M and far H, really just to kind of make sure that Riceboy doesn't have an easy option in, but catches a spare DP for his trouble. Riceboy now has the corner. Unfortunately, not ready for the jump fight or for the aerial escape from SenpaiSpyder. Back to the mid screen and now having to navigate the driver.
Navigate it, he does.
That's one thing we've seen from Riceboy really consistently throughout the set. We'll see Senpai go for like a command dash option. He's gotten poked out of it every time.
Do you know if both of these gamers are going to combo breaker?
SenpaiSpyder is the Riceboy is not.
Yeah, I think it's just Senpai.
Yeah, Senpai, for those who are curious, the entrance list for Combo Breaker is published, so you can get an idea of who is going to be there.
It is a very, very exciting bracket, I will say.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. We don't have a date for when brackets will be published, but once we do, you'll know about it.
Yep.
Just keep an eye on the official Combo Breaker page, where they will give you all information and updates. Alright, we're all good. Covered us.
Oh.
Speaking of covering us, Rice Boy starting to get a little bit more aggressive, really using a mix of 214, LM, and Far H to keep Senpai locked down. Going for these extended jump H's, not really finding anything, but now Senpai has OD on deck. Rice Boy has to be careful. Hasn't taken too many damage from like regular hits through that, largely just catching straight, but still at this point a good confirm from SenpaiSpyder can close it out. But Rice Boy finding enough hits to get Senpai out of OD, has the corner now. Really good. Finds the confirm. Isn't going to be enough to kill, but goes for the OD setup. Now putting SenpaiSpyder in a strike situation. Gets hit with a parry for his trouble. Senpai goes for the side switch into the jump back, dive kick. Rice Boy, unfortunately, think that was supposed to be EX Fireball and wasn't.
Oh, the throw. Senpai's got to be so careful here. Oh, just wake up into the parry, taking game 2.
Your thoughts are
Wanting that rematch with Axenstar, something fierce.
Battle 1. Engage.
Really good awareness on this from SenpaiSpyder, finding the hits and managing just to kind of keep Rice Boy locked down. Really good use of both the beat driver and button into the command dash specials from Senpai. Just act like knowing that there's just once Belial gets over. Senpai's done so well.
Down. Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, nice little shimmy.
On set point, Senpai starting off immediately leveraging beat driver, but finds the window in between confirms from Rice Boy. Now, Rice Boy finding the hit, puts Senpai in the corner, has to play this really well, especially with everything going on, like a bad confirm or Rice Boy losing his control here could end it, and this is where it's going to be. Senpai finding the 2H into the Logarius wheel. Unfortunately, doesn't get a lot of it, but is back mid-screen, finds the hit. This could be bad for Rice Boy.
Oh, rush not quite enough. Oh my god, from downtown. I didn't realize that it took him that far forward.
Yeah, that parry, once it's activated, goes really far. So Rice Boy able to get a really good punish off of it. DP's out of the clash, now has corner control. Seeing a little bit of a different game because I'm excited to see the adaptation from Rice Boy, and we're starting to they really are starting to find fruit. And using the rush to get the corner control into the cooldown cycling. Senpai with the wake up dash to get out of the corner. Really good awareness from what Rice Boy is going for here. Now having to endure the beak driver. We're seeing it right now. Senpai just doing that quick walk back into the special, trying to keep Rice Boy out. Uses rush after the clash. Rice Boy right back in the mid-screen, finds the hit. Unfortunately, isn't crouching, but finds the correct follow-up. Now, SenpaiSpyder has to guess correctly or die.
Oh. Right out of the corner. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can't really jump on Uno. All of his specials have an extremely high hitbox. He will anti-air you just off a funny interaction.
Dude, something about Belial's walk forward is just so intimidating. Like that slow walk forward. Really,
it's the animation. It's the animation because his general
off.
walk speed is pretty good. It's just like it's menacing.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not very different from the startup on his command throw stuff is just wild.
All right, so we are going to have the run back in grand finals. Senpai taking that 3-0.
Yeah, Rice Boy making his way, Rice Boy playing a really strong bracket. Got sent into losers a little earlier than expected and then just grinded his way all the way back up. Making that top three spot with honest mid-tier Belial.
How early? Yeah, fell in round 1. So, literally fell in round 1. Knocked out Nondoan, BlazingCharmeleon, Rickster, Dro, Umbi, Lennox, before losing to Senpai in losers finals. That was one hell of a run. Good stuff.
Absolutely. And now, as mentioned earlier, we are going into our grand final set. For Axenstar, Axen needs to win 1 3 out of 5 set to win the tournament. Easy. Well, not easy said, easy done, but doable nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
For SenpaiSpyder, he has to win 1 set or 1 3 out of 5 to put Axenstar into losers, and then another 3 out of 5 to eliminate him. And the last couple times we've seen this interaction, Axenstar has managed to avoid that reset.
Yeah.
So SenpaiSpyder playing from a rough position, but we saw their original set go a little bit better than we're used to. So maybe we'll see the adaptations and see some changes from SenpaiSpyder.
Yeah, it was very close. The end result was 3-1, but it was very tight, and I think it's doable. I obviously uphill battle. 6 games against Axen is not easy, but I would not put it outside the realm of possibility.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we'll just jump into it. Grand finals. This is going to be Metera maybe versus Henri again.
I'm curious to see. Senpai did run Henri in that last set, so he is already fairly warmed up in it, and we have seen him do that, so I'd just be curious.
Also, we do have 5 codes left in the match arena. This is Grand Finals, so if you haven't claimed them already, please visit the link in chat, claim the codes. It means a lot. Just to even, it might not be much at $1.25, but even polishing them off just means a lot.
And Senpai is still sticking with the no hit. Getting the beach driver early has the corner advantage. This is a good start off for Senpai. Especially now, goes for kind of the funny setup. Axenstar immediately super jump L's out. Has the corner control, putting the butterflies down. Senpai has to block the mix correctly, or rather than do such, goes ahead and just switches over into the OD.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting to watch. I feel like Axen right now pretty much on top of Senpai, but this matchup, more than a lot of the other ones we've seen, I feel like we see Axen at full screen more.
Yeah, absolutely. Axenstar really just kind of trying to play the zoning game, and then immediately the second he gets the hit, finds the conversion to go in, lays down his traps, puts his damage on, and then gets right out. And there, finds the pickup on the 2U. Unfortunately, doesn't get much of a follow-up after it, but resets to neutral now, trying to get in with another 2U, catches a beak driver for his troubles. SenpaiSpyder has a sizable life lead, but has to maintain it. And maintaining Shao pops the OD, has Senpai in the corner, but Senpai...
I thought that was going to be a massive punish for a split second.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit of an accidental misinput from Axenstar.
Okay.
But finds the hit on the parry. Now going into the corner, has Butterfly on deck. Only needs to find the right hit to beat or to close this out. But Axenstar playing a little bit of a longer game. Now about to build that full meter. Surprised that connected the way that it did. Interesting.
Yeah, that was we've seen Senpai do that a couple times before. Very heads-up gameplay. Senpai obviously knows Metera, knows the pressure structure, knows what to watch out for, but yeah, that reaches so far.
Senpai going for the 2L universal overhead, gets mashed out. Now Axenstar back in the mid-screen, has the meter and doesn't have the life advantage, but does have the meter advantage. Is gonna get hit, doesn't find the butterfly setup there, but closing that life lead in his favor. Now both players dead even, both in meter and life. Axenstar finding a really good use on kind of these like from down low to use. Manages to get the hit, sets off the butterfly, and closes out the first game against SenpaiSpyder. But we are back to seeing exactly what we saw from that game. Like back and forth, last game, last round. I'm curious to see exactly just how Senpai adapts from this. Because we are seeing a little bit of a different style, especially compared to his first game.
Oh, beats the throw. Wow.
Adaptations or not, doesn't matter. Gets opened up by the setup from Axenstar. Taking the first round of the second game. Axenstar not wanting this to go to a reset, trying to speedrun this as best he can. But Senpai using really good spacing on the wheel, finds the far L. Unfortunately, Axenstar is able to escape.
Oh, wait, that was nasty. Did that cross up?
I think that did. Good
Oh
Lord.
my god.
Or if it didn't, it just looked funny. But Axenstar taking a quick 2-0 on Senpai.
Jesus, that overdrive bait was absurd. What on earth? Chat, I need somebody to clip that so I can look at it later. That was wild.
Absolutely. Axenstar up 2-0, but Senpai finding the parry, now has corner control and pressure going on. Saving a good position, but Axenstar mashes out with the far L. Doesn't have the meter for the rush confirmed, but now sitting with just enough meter, sitting full screen aside from SenpaiSpyder. Both players trying to kind of work the zoning game to get their way back in. Both players playing the long game. Axenstar going for the space 2U. No punish on it, but is close enough to get the OD pop now. Back to mid-screen. Has to... curious to see exactly just which way he's going to open SenpaiSpyder up. So now that SenpaiSpyder has OD, we are going to see him use it as a counter option. Goes for the 2H into the universal head, finds the hit, but Axenstar immediately mashes out, finds his damage. No parry or OD activation from Senpai. Axenstar playing it a little bit slow, not wanting to get opened up there.
Has to be somewhat cognizant of chip though. Oh, that's that.
Oh, that's it. Senpai managing to clutch that round out. Still has a mountain to climb to get out of though.
Yeah,
the next round that Axenstar wins is tournament point. Win after that, it is over. But Senpai finding his hits, using the 2L into the overhead, trying to leverage corner pressure, but gets thrown into the butterflies. Has to block correctly now.
Block correctly, he does. Oh, go car for the sweep.
Finds the universal overhead into the confirm, putting Axenstar into the corner, but Axenstar goes for the back shift, not wanting to hold pressure, but Senpai ready for it, finds the hit, now has the corner pressure, goes for the overhead into the OD, doesn't find it. Axenstar gets the hit, now has the corner control. Bad situation for SenpaiSpyder to be in, gets hit. Axenstar on tournament point.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier before Axen played Umbi, that once he just gets you to the corner and just gets the setups going, he's so seamless in the way he goes from setup to setup to setup to setup. Like, oh, you block this? Okay, this is the next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Axenstar getting really ballsy with those 2Us. He used it to get in on SenpaiSpyder fairly consistently, but finds a couple of hits, goes into the Zephyr, now burning rush to get the corner carry. Almost all the way back in the corner, but Senpai finds the mash out, goes into the pop, using overdrive to get Axenstar off him, needs to create space, lest this get any worse than it already is.
Oh, that connects? That punishes. No, it doesn't. Okay, I thought it was the other super for a split second.
Axenstar goes in, goes for the funny 623H, mashes out.
Sets the butterflies. That should be. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought the butterflies were going to extend the combo, but the chip.
Yeah, Senpai unfortunately just got put in a checkmate situation. Axenstar taking that with a quick 3-0.
Yeah.
That is your tournament, everyone. Axenstar taking it again, second week in a row. Maybe more, but
I think it is more at this point. I might start adding a counter.
It might be for the best.
This in uni, but good stuff, Axen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who came out. I mentioned this earlier, but I'll just say it again. We are going to be off next week because I'm going to a wedding and I'm going to be gone. And I think Ryer is debuting his new VTuber model and just wants the the week off instead of filling out. He's not going to host BlazBlue or anything, and wasn't able to cover. So we're going to have next week off, and then we'll be back to our normal schedule. We will host a bracket the week of Combo Breaker. So we'll host Granblue that Wednesday, but then we're not going to host anything after that until probably not even that Monday, since people are going to be coming back from Combo Breaker. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. This was a blast. I think we finished all the Matcherino. We did not. We have 4 Matcherino codes left. So if you haven't claimed a code yet, please visit the link in chat, claim the codes. Help us just finish them off so we can pay out our top 4 gamers for the evening. If there's any big donor lurkers in chat, feel free to get us 2320. But yeah, in terms of other upcoming events, online, we're going on that break. Offline, we do have our offline scheduled. For May 20th, we're going to have Uni, Granblue, Lumina, Strive, and DNF. I'm also going to install the Street Fighter 6 beta on all of the consoles as well. And I think we might have a Persona 4 side bracket. I'm just confirming that we have enough space to run it. So we're going to have a bunch of games this month in May. If you're in the tri-state area, please come out. It's a blast every month. It's honestly it's one of my favorite events to run. So if you can make it, please come out. It's right before Combo Breaker, so it's good practice if you're in the tri-state area and you want to get some good brackets. We do have pot bonuses based on attendance. So there's like a tier 1 pot bonus at 8 players for a bracket and a tier 2 at 16. So come on out, sign up, and yeah, get the pot bonuses. Just play some sets with the gamers. But that's my quick spiel. Do you have anything you want to shout out, Seth, before I send everybody somewhere?
I don't. Obviously, like I'm gonna be out of town next week. I will be back for the. I will be back for the beginner bracket, or for the final beginner event. If you guys are looking for something really interesting to kind of check out, this weekend is Cooperation Cup, which is the biggest Third Strike competition in Japan.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of fun to watch. It's a blast.
Yeah, that is definitely kind of like late night, excellent vibes entertainment. But outside of that, you'll find me at Combo Breaker. I am the game lead there, so I will probably be running like a chicken with my head cut off the entire time, trying to make sure that everything's run right. But outside of that, just, support your locals, support us, show up for Street Fighter. That's about all I got to say.
Awesome. Cool. Well, on that note, I'm going to send everybody to Ryer, and we will catch you not next week, but the week after.
All right.
See you.
Laters.